I did it, ladies and gentlemen. Tuesday, March 26th. 7 days closer to Chaosium Con. And we're here for the finale of Saints and Sinners, written by Sinister Scenes. It's a Call of Cthulhu modern horror. And I do mean horror, historical horror as well, which is super cool. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Byron Wingate.
We
Our
all define
GM.
fun differently.
Our keeper.
Petroleum products and refined sugars.
And we've joined them talking about petroleum products and refined sugars. So much for the dramatic intro. Byron, you fucker, take it away. Scare us to death, man.
All right. Welcome, guys, to the conclusion of our debut scenario here from Sinister Scenes, of course, on the fabulous MythBrigade channel. Glad to always be able to be on here as MythBrigade, let alone as Sinister Scenes. But anyway, so Saints and Sinners didn't quite get done last time. It's Playtest.
Raise your hand if you're a saint.
Raise your hand if you are surprised. All of our games are always 2 episodes, even the ones that are 3 years long. But anyway,
Depends on how you quantify episode, I suppose.
Depends on how you quantify episode, right? But yeah, welcome back. We already got some feedback from the last time, and looking good on that. Kyle and I put our heads together a little bit, and we're gonna finish this off. We're gonna see. I don't think it's gonna take till midnight like last time. If so, I don't know what we're playing because I don't got that much material. But
Dude, we can dawdle.
Stretch it out.
Yeah.
Master dawdlers.
You've met us. We can stretch it out as long as
That's
you
true.
want.
That's factual. Okay, so welcome. Let's go around the horn real quick. How is why don't I ask you how your character is feeling about the event so far? What can you tell me? Each one of you give me like a little maybe overview of what your character knows. And Par, we're gonna start with Jiang.
John is terrified right now. Doesn't know what's going on. Cannot quantify anything. And he's very worried about the safety of the bodily safety of everybody in this group. That's where he's coming from right now.
How about Father Brighton? Father Brighton, how's he feeling about things?
So Father Brighton went from remarkably hopeful, understanding that his faith was being validated. As I had mentioned, he was feeling like he was sort of a relic. The church is his congregation has not been as attendance has been down. He hasn't been doing well, and he saw that this as being a sign from God that he's been chosen to embark on this great experience of finding out what happened here. And then he saw the Nazi, and it moved into being confused, perplexed, not knowing where this is actually going. And so I think that he still has all that faith about it, but he doesn't know what message this Nazi body is intended to convey. Maybe it's a story of sorts, but yes, a little bit of confusion there.
Okay. So to sum that up as a joke, do you not see that coming? How about Zianda?
Zianda is excited. I mean, this never happens in South Africa. So this is an amazing thing. All of our friends are together. We're on an adventure. We're having fun. There's a little disagreement, between Lashka and, the father and so on, but that's all cool. It's all good. And she's just excited. She's just thrilled.
Okay.
What was that? I'm having visions.
Huh? Side visions?
Something flashed on the screen over roll 20. Yeah, it's a ghost.
Are you sure that happened? All right. How about Zofia? How's Zofia doing?
Zofia is actually pretty excited, and she has been looking for the story so that she can write a novel and propel herself out of the out of the journalism limelight into real writers. And this story, she has that journal of the Nazi Felix Bauer in her hand. She's reading through it. This is going to be a phenomenal book. And she's not quite thinking about, you have to survive this to write the book first. She is just so focused on this story.
What could go wrong?
Exactly. The answer is nothing. If you've got a story and a cigarette, the world is your oyster.
It's the teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What about Luca?
Oh no, he's losing it.
He's about out of cigarettes, I think, isn't he?
Well, that's what he said to everybody. That was he had 3 in a pack. Yeah, no, he's ready to go. He's not sure why they came down here at all in the first place, since this isn't the building that they were supposed to look at. He doesn't like that it's getting dark, and they're in a building that's not on a map, and there's a zombified or mummified zombie, or not zombie, a mummified Nazi. There we go. Chair imprint on a headstone from a chapel that's across the river, and seeing things that he shouldn't be seeing. He's an engineer, and nothing here is engineering, so he wants to go. Wine, lots of wine,
lots of wine, or maybe even something more
cognac,
Fromage.
There you go. All right, and of course of Lashka. How was Lashka feeling about all this?
I am feeling like I should be leaving because my companions have obviously been suffering from a horrible shared hallucination, except for perhaps Luca, who seems to understand that there is either danger or madness here, and perhaps both. And also there's a mummified Nazi here, which one doesn't see often. So I would like to leave, is what I would like to go and have a nice meal back home in where am I from? New Delhi. And perhaps send a rescue crew back for scooping up the corpses that remain of my friends.
Ooh, corpse scooping.
All right. So as you are investigating the, shall we call it a chapel, I guess, on the other side of this small river, you guys have taken a look at the music box. Zofia has the journal, where the one paper fell out of that has a sketch, if you remember. Let's see here. We'll go back to that.
A journal, a sketch, and a dead Nazi. Oh my.
And the journal seems to, really haven't taken that much time to really read much of it or anything like that at the moment. Jung, give me a listen check. And Luca, you can also.
Oh, listen. Ooh. Success.
Success.
there it is.
Luca's got his hands over his ears. He's just.
I'm like complaining next to him or something and then drowning
Luca
it
was
out.
on the
Like,
second floor, so he
You
can.
can hear his blood pressure in his ears with the number of cigarettes he's just had.
upstairs
So-
from us.
Take the
John,
cigarettes
you're
out of your
standing-
ears and put them in your mouth.
You're standing kind of close to the doorway, if I remember correctly, because you had moved in and then was back away from.
Yeah, we came in the back door, and then I went, hell no, and then I beelined it towards the other door that they came in originally.
Right. And you hear like just a crash, some splashing water, and you've heard the sound before, and that is the sound of stone giving away.
I hear this?
Yes, you hear it because it splashes. It sounds out towards the river.
Oh shit, the dam is breaking. Or whatever.
What?
I shout something and run outside.
Where's Luca? He can help. Luca! I would follow her. Following her lead, even though I didn't hear it, I would assume that
You
she...
have to run. He ran over me in the doorway. He didn't even see me. I'm so short.
Oh, there you are,
He
little
just
fella.
stepped
Oh,
over
come.
you.
I'm very agile. I probably leapt over you.
Son of
He
a
thought you
bitch.
were
Yeah,
laying
parkour.
down. He thought you were laying down.
You son of a bitches.
Yeah, so you run to the river, and when you get there, the wall that you guys kind of used to get across has given away. And retreating back across this might be a little difficult
Uh-oh.
because
Toss me.
it has
Toss me.
completely collapsed.
It's a hell of a coincidence.
Son of a bitches.
Damn it.
Or not, damn.
You could have told us that this wall is not sound, Luca. What do we do now?
I'm not a mason.
And I am not a swimmer. I cannot swim, I don't think. I can swim, but I prefer not to.
Me too.
It does look like it's going to be.
I only
really-
dog pedal.
It does look like it's going to be pretty difficult to get across there.
Isn't this where you saw the
swear.
footsteps in the movement? Perhaps an animal in the water or something? You said?
So fancy that you mentioned something about an animal in the water.
No.
Lashka, as you look across, like you're seeing the area there where the rapids are kind of coming over the wall.
Yeah.
And standing just a little bit up above that, upstream from those rapids, you see like a pelican, and it kind of is like it's swallowing something, and it's kind of leaning its head back, and then as it lifts its head like to swallow, you see that like what it took into its mouth just kind of falls out a hole in the side of its head, as its entire face is just desiccated and like rotten. it
Was it
literally
that
just
way the
falls
whole time,
out.
or did it become that? Did it seem fine until it put whatever it was in his mouth?
It looked like it was. I mean, you didn't see it until it raised its head up.
Who saw it? All of us?
I pointed. Look, this bird. It is diseased, or does it seem like the water had that impact on it? Maybe.
No, you're not
no?
necessarily sure.
Look, do you see it? The fish just fell out of the side of its face.
I'm good. I'll look around. Are you talking about the girl again, or?
Oh, the bird. I am not talking about ghosts. I'm talking about that actual bird that is there that has got a disease. That may be what's happening. These delusions are part of the early onset of whatever disease has killed this bird. You are all sick.
I am completely ignoring him.
I'm sorry, I froze it for a second. Are we still in the building, or have we left the room?
No,
If
we
you
are
left
we
the
are
building
out.
to run out, then you left.
Yeah.
In the building reading the
I'll-
journal. Until someone actually grabs me, I'm so focused that I'm not really noticing anything else.
Okay.
So Lashka, Lucas, and I are the
Oscar,
ones
Luca,
outside?
and
Jim-
Younger.
Father Jim, did you come outside too?
Yeah, I did because I heard
Okay.
people screaming.
So the two J's and the two L's are outside, and the two Z's are.
Nice.
Yeah.
See, I would point it out though, just
Always
to
got to be last, these two.
kind of like look there, but follow the rapids up right there. He's still standing there, right?
Yeah, he's still standing there, and yeah, now that you look over there again, there's 3 or 4 of them.
Do they all look diseased in
They
the same
all
way?
look diseased in some way. Like their feathers, one only has its leg is just kind of almost like it's just all like pulled together.
Sean,
and
look.
misshapen.
Sean, look there. This is what I am talking about. I'm not crazy. Look at them. Multiple of them.
Byron, are we looking at this from the perspective that the picture is shown from?
Yeah. So yeah, you're kind of across here, and this is the wall that you kind of came across.
So I can indeed see these dead birds.
Yeah.
Or is it just lodged? Oh, we can. Okay.
Yeah, they're just if you see the white rapids on the picture, they're just at the top of those rapids.
A picture. Is there a picture on being displayed?
Yeah, there's one on Roll20.
On Roll20.
Maybe
I mean-
play it again. I don't know. I had to log back in to roll 20 when it blew me out.
Still there.
Yeah,
Oh.
it should be there for you. It's
What's
in
the
your
name of the
journal.
picture?
If
Maybe I can
not,
open it myself.
it's
rapids,
look
right?
at the
The
rapids in
rapids.
the journal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Luca's like in the water up to his knees, just trying to pick up stones. Going, no, 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 no.
Okay.
You're gonna build us a new wall.
You wander out into the water.
Yeah, not too far,
Okay.
but yeah.
I think
we wander
can I
in the
interrupt
water?
him?
It's-
If he
he
heads
says-
to the
okay.
water, he's not
It's
going to the
knees-
water.
It's up to the knees for me, but it's like the ankles for Big Brother.
Yes, yeah.
So up to the knees is like almost at the bank. It drops like
Oh,
very
we're on the
deep
wrong side
right
of the bend.
away. Actually, it's kind of almost like up to your hips because you're short.
Okay, well, I wouldn't. Eh,
Well, as soon as you get in the water,
Screw it.
like
Yeah,
literally
alright.
right at the
Yeah.
bank, it's
bloop. That was
that
deeper
deep.
than I thought.
You'll actually need help getting out because it is.
What
And
is
I'm
your-
gonna need
Directly
a
damage.
I was
dexterity or athletics to
Right.
to not lose your footing.
so Byron. I don't know if you caught me, but if we saw him headed to the water, perhaps I didn't get there because he's already in the water, right? But I would have been behind him, going, no, don't go in the water. Oh, what has he done? So if he starts to float away,
Yeah,
I
I
guess
got
I'll
you.
grab a stick and try to help him.
Well, if
Zero.
there are noises of alarm, I still have the rope that we used to get across. So
Good call.
Is athletics a thing?
Yeah, it looks like Lucas is fine. Just be careful, Lucas. Don't hurt yourself now.
haven't even rolled.
As I see you kind of coming out there, Father, do you see the birds? Look.
Oh, yes.
now roll swim.
Well, let's Lashka, let's go ahead and get a roll to snag a hold of him because he,
What's that roll? What do you want?
He plunges. Oh, geez, what are we gonna do with that? Let's see.
Dexterity.
Yeah, maybe dexterity. Grab a hold of him.
Okay.
It's
Has been to
good as
Benny.
mine.
Here it comes.
He spent a penny.
Oh, I'm gonna spend
No,
luck.
you
I'm gonna spend
can
luck.
you can push your roll.
Hell no.
Oh, luck,
No.
you're gonna use
Yeah, I'm gonna
luck-
spend
luck.
luck. Yeah.
Yeah, that's only 5 off.
Bring me down to regular success.
Oh,
Okay,
I could
so you-
I could push mine and just go. All right, guys, I'm going to bed.
So you grab a hold of him, and he kind of snags a hold of you as he's snagging a hold of him. I need you guys to make strength checks to actually maintain a hold of each other.
Now that
Okay.
they are struggling, they have my attention, and I'm gonna also try and help haul them in.
Yeah, I'm in it too. We all are going in this river together.
I'm spending some more luck, Byron.
Some more luck to make that a success.
I'm
Okay.
gonna-
What the hell?
You
Hold
spend it all
on,
ahead of time.
What are
Ow.
you doing?
All right, we're gonna need at least one more success. Oh, look at that,
Oh,
John.
She lassos him by his
Don't even
tiny
for the
little neck.
same.
The
Good thing that
former
you got the
bodybuilder,
head
the former strongman. All right. So yeah, you grab a hold of you and pull you out of the water.
I try not to get wet with the water if I can avoid it. At least not right. I don't want him to like get on.
Yeah, you
I'm looking at his skin, being very careful to notice if the water has corrupted him in some way, if he's getting lesions or anything like that.
Wow.
What are you doing to me? No, stop.
Lucas, are you okay? You feel all right?
No.
No. No.
No.
We got you out.
his cigarettes are all wet.
It's all drooping and weird.
Oh my God, honey, I'm sorry.
I think he has to make an insanity roll.
Yeah, you might have to make a sanity check for that. Actually, guys, give me a sanity check from the bird.
Oh.
I didn't see
Yeah.
the birds.
Um,
Sorry.
I didn't see the bird. No bird.
I did.
No.
I told you I was paying attention to everything else.
I got you.
I failed.
I went in the water.
Oops. Sorry. That's ignore that second one. I failed the
Look at all
first one.
these sane people.
All right. If you fail, it's just 1 point.
Okay. Edit mode.
okay, everybody. It's gonna be okay. Those two fellows who saw us when we came here, they know we're here. So even if we have to spend a little bit of time here, we're gonna be all right. Although I am concerned
Suggesting
about
we
those
should try to
birds.
spend the night. It's almost dark.
So I feel like
I have to.
like So there was that moment of adrenaline where the heartbeat and everything was going up, and the camera kind of pans back and goes back to inside the chapel and comes on to Zafia and Zianda.
Question.
What does everybody see?
When the father left, did it get darker in here again?
Oh, that's right. He was glowing.
Oh yeah.
True. That's true. It did a little bit. It
All
did
right,
get a little noticeably darker.
I'll use my camera phone light to light the way for Zofia so she can read.
All right, thank you. I don't even say
It's
thank
not
you because
that
I
dark.
don't even know. I'm just keep reading.
Okay.
What is in this?
So you see, at first, it is a journal of the U-boat 206, and it left somewhere from the Mediterranean Sea at some point, and made its way with a group of artifacts and stuff that were hidden on the ship. During the time that they were exiting towards the Atlantic, they became like something started happening on the ship. They started seeing things, stuff started moving on the ship. A variety of instances of paranormal type events started to happen. They lost power a few times, which in World War II would have been a diesel boat. So that was kind of strange. They managed to surface and maintain some speed, but they did find themselves landing somewhere near St. Nazaire, which is on the southeastern coast of France.
Silly Nazis. Don't they know artifacts are for anthropologists? Jeez. No wonder they had trouble. So
Exactly.
they started seeing things on the ship? Sophia?
That's what he says. And Felix is, I mean, I guess we have to go with unreliable narrator. I'm not really sure, but yeah, phenomena were beginning to occur. Lights were starting to go on and off. Things were being moved.
Did they mention any use of drugs or methamphetamines? I know the Nazis were using those a lot during the war.
He doesn't mention it. However, there are a few words that I don't quite recognize. So maybe those are some of them. But for the most part, everything else seems to be okay. Does he mention any specific artifacts or crates that these seem to be centering on at all? Or is it just kind of like the mass of them?
It's just a mass of them. They began actually to throw them overboard slowly. And
oh my gosh.
That was after the crew members started to die.
Oh, shoot.
So basically, they suffered what they thought was some sort of dehydration.
Were they becoming all desiccated? The way he's describing it, does it look like what his corpse looks like?
Maybe not like initially, but you could definitely figure that over time.
Okay.
That would make sense. That it slowly happened.
They threw the things overboard and they were getting desiccated, and that was killing them. Like, don't they have fresh water in the ship? Can't they just drink more? Strange. And they mass psychosis going on too. People dying and throwing rare artifacts over the side into the ocean. It's very mysterious behavior, especially. Well, I suppose the Nazis were some Nazis anyway, were very into the, what's the right word? The
occult.
The occult, yes. But I mean, I think that was a rarity. I mean, I've heard it among some of the higher ranking Nazis, but I didn't know that like anyone of this ilk would go in for it. And the ship they're on, what kind of ship is it? It's not a submarine, right?
It was a submarine.
So they dumped stuff off the submarine. They went to the surface, just dumped things out of the submarine.
Yeah, they had to surface because of just some of the different phenomena that were occurring on the ship when the diesel power shut off. I think that's when they surfaced because they couldn't go anywhere.
So that's why they desiccated, because there was no fresh water
or air.
Mm,
Well, I mean, that yes, but I mean that doesn't really cause parchment. But yes, air is important too.
It does cause suffocation, though.
does it mention how they ended up here or how he ended up here?
Not really. It's like it gets very spotty. It went from being like maybe written in like once or twice a week to like once like over a month, and then it says basically that he moved overland from their original location.
But he doesn't mention why he did it.
He said that he felt drawn to this church.
Okay.
He thought that this was possibly a way of hope, that if he could connect with God, perhaps he could get rid of whatever is plaguing him and make up for any wrongs that he did.
Do we think the
Okay.
box is one of the artifacts that he kept one and brought it with him here in the music box?
It clearly is.
So he knew he wanted to get free of some sort of curse, or at least he believed he did, and yet he didn't throw the box overboard. He kept the box.
What if the box itself was what was generating the hope? As if once he had this box, he could feel it, and so being drawn to this place. Because he mentions in the journal later on, he thinks he sees Juliet, the granddaughter of this French Jesuit mystic priest, exorcist, and then that sketch of the inside of the church with the chairs pushed up against the pillar. I don't know what, I mean, does he mention anything else about how he felt when he was here? Like, is Juliet, I don't know, is Juliet a, what am I trying to say? Did he see her as good or bad?
He saw her as a necessary thing to maybe fix this. Like if he could fix what was keeping her presence here, perhaps he could get rid of Lost Dan.
Yeah.
I wonder what that noise was.
Oh no.
Was it tick, tick, tick,
Yeah.
tick, tick?
Yeah, it was a little weirdness. Catch him. Give him a second to come back. Oh, right in the middle of that scene with you guys too.
I have to keep it interesting.
Yes, he.
By the way, Byron, if you have a full pack of cigarettes, it's still in plastic.
Nah, not always. If it's a box, the water can invade.
You said you only had three.
Yeah, I only have.
You only had three
in
left.
that pack.
Which
But
was,
that's fine.
you didn't say in that pack. You said you had three left. So that would.
It's wet. Somebody's going to be offered $20 for another pack.
To be fair, I offered him other cigarettes, and he said he did have them.
That's true.
So I don't know if that's.
Sense.
We all know that Lucas is a pathological liar, but we accept it anyway.
So that was cool. We're back, guys. Sorry about that. Timestamp for the edit's going to be 8:42 p.m. Sorry. 37:49.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Sorry about that. As anyone who does anything on the internet knows, sometimes technical difficulties do happen, especially with live streams. So, thank you. So, what we were getting to was Zofia and Zianda were looking at the journal and doing that. What is Luca and Zhang and Lachka and Father Brighton doing now that you have gotten Luca out of the water?
Yeah, so we're looking for any, at least I'm looking for any reaction to having been in the water whatsoever, other than being cold and frustrated with his cigarettes and stuff and keeping my distance a little.
Is Lucas sprouting some new warts on him?
Perforations.
He has some lesions on his legs from where he got because he got dunked, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean he's up to about his hip. Okay. So his boots and the bottom of his pants are really thick, muddy silt from the bottom.
Where do you think I keep my cigarettes?
But
right next to your Cobra, apparently.
So they're trying to strip your pants and stuff.
No,
I'm just not trying to do that.
Yeah, no. It's how are you feeling from having gotten in the water? Do you feel contaminated?
What?
Do you feel contaminated like the birds? Look how, do you see them?
Here I was thinking that you were the only one that was sane in this group.
I am trying to figure out.
I'm serious. Look over there. They are right there.
Yeah.
I literally just push your head in the direction of the sanity check.
In the direction of the sanity check.
Yeah. And I'm just like, look at them, Lucas. Look at them.
Would you just look at it?
Just look at it.
What do I see?
Yeah, so you see
I see the same thing?
Yeah, there's a group of pelicans over there, the sides of their face, and they're really horribly mangled, and they look absolutely sick and some kind of disease. The one keeps trying to eat like a fish that it keeps dropping. It keeps falling to the side of its face.
And you were swimming in that water.
Skull and stuff is exposed.
This is what I was trying to warn you of when you were running down in the water like a child trying to play in the water.
He stops listening and he walks right into the chapel and hands $50 to oh god.
Uh-oh.
Sophia.
To Sophia.
To Sophia. Smokes.
Going to be okay.
Hey man, keep your money. I'll pull out a pack.
He's
in
just
one of my
soaked.
pockets.
Like his
Here you
pants.
go.
You notice he's completely soaked up to about his hip, and like it's just dragging muddy water and.
I didn't hear him, and I sort of see it, but I'm so focused on journal, I just kind of pull it out, instinct, just hand it to him. Keep
You
going.
have a carton. It's like a Pez dispenser with packs that just come off the top.
That's how the soft packs work. Maybe just sitting there trying to light his freaking Bic.
I can't find my lighter.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it'll
man.
work.
There
we go.
I'll assist Lucas with his lighter and give him advantage on the roll.
Oh no.
Now here's a question. The journal was inside the box. Oh wait, actually, what was the last entry?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I missed part of that too because I was all froze up from fear.
Oh yeah. He feels like if he saves Juliet, he can save himself. And so something made him feel like he was being drawn to this particular place. Maybe that's why he brought the box with him, like the box was what was drawing him here.
The psychosis, obviously, it affected him greatly.
Well, you say that, but I don't. We're seeing a lot of weird stuff here.
You're telling me. And he walks outside and starts taking his pants off to start airing them out.
But I mean, to
Stuff.
carry this box here, to try and bring it to this girl who he knows is already dead.
I think he figured that out once he got here.
Oh, so you think
Like
the
the box
box
just
let
threw
it?
him here, and then once he was here, he saw the girl and saw, perhaps what the father saw. up in the chapel or the chairs or things like that.
So like Lord of the Rings, the box is the ring, and it has a will of its own, and it bent him to its will and brought him here.
Don't you remember we agreed that this was a Dybbuk box? If all that you believe is true, then it would perhaps, when the box was open, a spirit might have escaped. That is what they believe.
I'll be honest with you, Lashka. A Dybbuk box doesn't seem like it makes a lot of sense to me, honestly. It seems like it'd be more likely some sort of demonic possession.
Did you all guys? Okay. Did you guys all go inside the chapel?
Yeah, at this point, it looks like we would have ran after Lucas because he.
Yeah, what is the last entry in this journal? I want to flip to the back.
You can see that the writing is horribly labored. That its scrawl has become almost hard to decipher and read, and you could tell that whoever is writing it, which you would assume is Felix, because that's his journal, and it still looks to be a lot like the same handwriting.
Okay.
Just that it was very difficult for him to write anything, and he said that his one last chance was to try to release the spirit or capture it, which he was really uncertain whether the spirit is there in the box or out of the box. But
what's in the box?
So he's pretty desiccated to begin with, and I guess that maybe preserved his body, perhaps. And he was trying to somehow get free of or trap this thing. Didn't we? And forgive me too, because I can tell from the writing there, right? So it looks like whatever was in that box was just fresh out of Nazi, because that Nazi is definitely winding down in those last few pages.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't mean to change the subject too much, but did we discover something about chairs last week? I'm having a moment. I'm like,
yeah,
about
chairs. The chairs in the photo are the ones that we saw in the main sanctuary. Correct, Byron? We're pretty sure. Is that structure? Is that
they were not at the? They were not.
Father and I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were not at the post like they are in the picture.
Okay.
And then the footing on the chairs matches the divots in Juliet's headstone in the back.
And
Yeah.
So
you guys ran into the spirit. You, the father, Lucas. Oh, Lucas, you just look at a wet spot in the crotch. Why don't you hang those out for a little while? The chairs were there, right? So maybe if we brought the box up to the chapel where the chairs are.
How are you going to get across the river?
About that, Zionda, unfortunately, the entire way back to the chapel is completely flooded and impassable. Actually, quite dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
And just to let you know.
Well, for somebody that's 4'11", yes.
I don't know if any of us can really risk it. Maybe Jean can. He's pretty fit, but I think that this girl may want some kind of may want to be put to rest in some way, may want her story to be told. It's like somebody mentioned that they found her grave. What was her name again?
Juliet.
Maybe the box.
Juliet Surin, Surin. Or is that an R or is that a V? No, it's an R.
Surin.
Yeah.
Juliet Surin.
Yeah. I mean, maybe that's what's happening here. Although I'm not completely unconvinced this isn't demonic, it's some kind of demonic sort of thing. Although I swear when I was in the chapel, I felt a sense of hope and understanding. It feels like there's two combating forces in this area. One like a good force and an evil force. I don't know.
The only one that you have had any contact with is Juliet. So
that's true. That's true. I haven't. The only thing that I could say that seems evil outright is whatever is happening to those birds out there. I mean, that seems like some kind of wasting disease. Although, Yeah, they're rotting away.
But while they are alive, as if there is a contagion afoot here, we should not rule that out. We must use our minds.
Yes, well, don't normally when you see a diseased bird,
You go swimming in the river right next to them, of course.
no, I think chemical spill or something. But I hear you on the birds, but I mean, I can't imagine they'd be connected to like the box or the grave or the chapel or anything.
Well, it's all interconnected. If we're having all of these experiences,
So you guys are all insane.
how can you refuse the evidence before your face? How can you say that this is science? And
I'm
this
pretending
is
I have
fake?
object permanence at this time.
Well, hey, Lucas, I mean, birds don't rot from magic boxes. Usually it's chemical spills. Well, it's getting late though too. Maybe we should grab some firewood. Is this a stone floor in here?
Yeah.
Is it a big enough space that we could bring firewood in here and get a fire going on that little stone like
Haven't you ever played Valheim?
thing? And then we could set up for the night?
Yeah. You could definitely create a fire in here.
The right thing to do, of course, is to take the body, and we should at least say something.
Probably dry enough to burn.
Yes, we should. Agreed. We should burn it or bury it or.
What?
Although many well,
I mean,
if it is possibly, we haven't ruled out that there's not a sickness.
We should remove it from the area. We should remove it from in here, especially because we're going to be sleeping in here. I'll give it some. I can give it last rites. Give him last rites.
Let me see this box while you're doing that stuff.
I don't remember who has it. I'll pass it over if I have it. I don't remember if I have it or not.
It's just
Good size. It's like it's like 12 or 14 inches across, like square. So I mean, it's pretty big.
Average.
Somebody's probably not carrying it. It's probably sitting there.
Does it have markings inside, or it has the Slavic decorations outside, but I don't remember if it had anything inside of it or not. Besides,
the journal was in there, and
The music box?
There was a music box, and it played. Was there a specific song that it played? It was the one that you were singing.
Specific song.
it's played the one I was singing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys, as you guys are looking around and stuff too, you do realize that Jung is not in here.
Oh my God. Maybe the ghost got him.
John? He didn't follow us.
I think I'm just standing in the doorway-ish. I'd step back out and look around. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see me going up and down the riverbank, looking for places to cross, and I'm looking for trees that are sturdy enough to secure the rope to any other rocks upstream. Just anything.
See, I think a couple of us would, shout out, "Jean, they're going to burn the body."
Like, we shouldn't burn the body. We should just throw a blanket on it, and then we call authorities tomorrow when the water goes down.
The
Who's
priest
got the
is
blanket,
going to
huh?
bless the Nazi, and then they're going to burn it or something. I don't know. We might need your muscle.
Yeah, we need your help if you don't mind.
We need to get out of here. What do you?
I mean,
Their sun's going down. It'll be too dangerous for us to leave now.
Zofia, are you still holding the journal?
I am.
It's going to smell terrible, and then we're going to be trapped over here with it.
I say if you're going to burn something, it would seem logical to burn the
we're not
box.
burning this journal. We are not burning this journal.
Oh, there's
No,
historical
not the
value.
journal, the box. The box is probably the thing. Is there anything in the box besides the journal and the... What's in the box now?
It's a music box.
Just a
so it
music
has,
box.
Yeah, the music box. I mean, and so it's got metal components as well as wood, right?
I mean, we're historians also. It seems against our very natures to burn this.
No, we
You know
are
what
not.
I mean?
We
can
cannot
burn other
burn the
stuff
artifacts.
outside, but we should not burn this artifact.
We have to be careful, though. I suspect a contagion. I'm no doctor, but I'm telling you, the birds and the shared hysteria that we are going through now.
Yourself.
Can I search the Bauer's body? I don't know if I like search his pockets or anything like that to see if there's anything in them.
No one's searched his pockets or anything.
Yeah, I want to search through his uniform and whatnot.
Okay.
I'm just
Dead bodies are not my scene.
Yeah, I'll watch from the doorway. I'm just, you're going to, oh, he's shaking up all the germs. What are you doing?
Why? Wait. Are we really seriously? We're touching a dead body. We're losing the light. We're trapped over here. What is our plan here?
Apparently to get
You know,
very
burn
sick
a body
and
and
die.
then just hang out with the burning body all night?
No, we can't burn the body.
We
I
don't
was
need to, we don't need
joking.
to burn it. Let's just move it outside. We'll just cover it up because and I'll say some words. We don't have to bury it or anything.
Did you find the crossing?
I
We just have to stay calm.
I was looking and I was distracted by you guys shouting at me.
You did maybe find a solid tree that looks like you could tie the rope to, that you might be able to get across, but you don't know how deep that river is. You would guess by the fact that Luca was up to his hip as soon as he went in that it's probably pretty deep in the middle. So it'd definitely be a swim against the current.
How wide is the river in that section?
It's about 30, 40 feet
At
across.
50 feet of rope, that's not going to be
Not really. By the time you tie it off, you're not going to
Right.
get all the way across.
right.
I did a spot hidden on the body. It's a success, just a regular success.
Spot on.
So you do find it looks like at one point he had some sort of like candy in his pocket, German candy, that is long since just old. You know, just gone to just really just all that's really there anymore is the wrapper, and the food is just like, you know, deteriorated over the years
Okay.
that it's been there. And you find a wooden cross that looks like it was pretty much carved with a knife. He does have a knife on his belt.
Nazi youth.
No, it's not a Nazi youth knife.
Well,
Does he have any other weapons on him at all?
He has a holster for a pistol, but there's no pistol in it.
Okay.
Sophia?
Yeah?
Will you help me move the body outside? Our friends are really panicked, and so I figured maybe you could help me just move it outside.
Before we do that, we should take pictures of all of this if we haven't already. Making sure that we can see, documenting where he was, where, like, I want to lay out all the things that he had in his pockets, take pictures of those.
Yeah.
Take a picture of the box, the journal. I really should have gotten a picture before we took it out of his hands. I wasn't thinking.
Yeah. That's not a bad idea to get all that photographic evidence of where he was positioned. I mean, it's not exactly. It's sort of a cold case when you think about it, considering the time.
Well, I mean, it's interesting historical fact. I mean, we find this body desiccated in a place that, like, for instance, if anybody could do a medicine check, but I mean, we know that.
He's
Can
dead.
we determine that just where the region that this is in, that this body should not be in this condition?
How about a
Probably
natural
not.
world roll?
Yeah, that'd be like a natural world, I guess.
Nice.
Okay.
That I can do.
Yeah, Luca, or Lashka probably be good at that. Get what is 60?
Yeah.
60.
Because I just feel like,
if you
Yeah.
oh crap! All right,
So swamps can cause like mummification, despite the fact that they're, you know what I mean.
but he is not near the swamp. This is
Bog
wet.
bodies.
yeah, like
and-
the bog people, but this, he's not in the bog.
Lying out here in
That's-
the open.
well, remember, the people in the submarine from the artifacts suffered from desiccation. It would be a perfect preservation if it continued to desiccate him after he died and kept him in a dry condition all this time.
What are you talking? Do you explain this whole? Because we weren't there. The whole submarine thing.
Oh yeah. So while I'll be gathering a little firewood, but if Laka wants to listen while Lashka wants to listen while I do, I explained to them everything that happened in the journal. They were on the boat. They ran out of air. They ran out of water. They started to dehydrate. They went a little crazy. They threw a lot of artifacts into the ocean. But this Nazi held on to this big box somehow. I don't know where he put it in his prison wallet. Doesn't seem like it would fit. And basically then brought it here. And we think Zofia was saying that she thinks that maybe it kind of like led him here. And then when he got here, he thought somehow if he might be able to we were guessing maybe free the spirit or something to do with the grave. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I said, can you hold these bigger logs? Here, I can need more logs.
Yeah, but just got my arms like this. Do you not think of this as perhaps a dormant virus? They were all sick and much the same as we explained away the thunder to the gods at one point. Now they're saying, oh, we must throw this overboard. It clearly are sick and he might have been infected. The
Yes.
birds, they look the birds.
So, it could be cooties. You're right. It could have been some form of cooties. And
Yes,
thus,
cooties.
I'm glad they're wearing those rubber gloves when they carry that body out.
Yes, we were. Yeah, we did actually say last time that we put on gloves.
You did have
protective,
gloves, yeah.
protective stuff.
So Zianda and Lashka, you guys are outside gathering firewood, or at least that's what Zianda said she was doing.
yeah. We're I picture us kind of walking kind of along the water.
Is there anyone else outside doing that?
Doing the firewood gathering?
firewood
No,
gathering?
I'm still looking for.
You're still.
I've gone back to looking for escape routes.
Okay, yeah. So so I'm gonna post another picture here. So this is the kind of a courtyard where Lashka and Zianda are looking for.
Right, fucking. Of course we are.
How do I see the pictures on the phone app? Let me
Look
see.
at all this firewood here by the graves.
How convenient.
It's
Yeah.
hollowed wood.
Yeah, there are like balls on both ends. It's weird.
Yeah. And so, what did
Got
you
me.
say?
She says balls on both ends. The bones.
We got it. Yeah. Good enough. So yeah, so you're gathering up the firewood and stuff here, and you hear. Give me a listen check as you're listening to Zianda kind of talk about things. As, as you guys are having a conversation.
Ooh, failure.
Do
I
I
hear
want
nothing.
to push it?
Yeah. Do you want to push it?
I haven't pushed a roll this game. Yeah. What do you guys think? Should I push it?
So what are you doing differently?
Yeah, what are you doing differently?
So explain how you would push a listen roll.
It's true because it's passive listen, right? I wasn't because I could say I tried. No, that's all right. Let's let it stand. I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah. That makes sense.
You do not hear "get out." Get out.
So Zianda, you reach down to pick up this little part of sticks that you see, and a little leather ball kind of rolls up against the pile of sticks that you're looking at as you're picking them up. And it's old, it's stitched, it's multicolored, but it's very faded. And it kind of rolls up to you and you hear, and like a young child's like laughter.
Oh, I look around. Do I see a young child?
You don't, but you could see like something ran behind like one of the gravestones. Kind of catch it in the shadow of the evening as the sun's going down.
What? I
grabbed
cannot
Lashka
hold
by the back.
anymore.
Did you
cannot.
see that?
What? What? See what? What is this? Are you holding the ball?
I am. I take one of the latex gloves I got from Zofia. Snap. Pick up the ball. It's a leather ball.
Well, that's wonderful. Why don't you just carry some wood so we can have wood? Look at all this wood I am carrying.
Yeah, you
Yes.
are. What? Sorry.
Yeah, you carry the wood,
Sorry.
but this ball just rolled over here, and I heard, maybe even saw, like a little girl laughing and run behind one of those gravestones.
I kind of look her in the eyes. I'm going to do a psychology check. If I fail, I'm going to assume she's out of her mind. Yeah. Okay, of course someone ran behind the grave. Yeah, scare old Lashka. Could we please get back before it's dark? I've got too much wood. I'm getting itchy. Come on.
Can I psychology her back to say like
I feel like
to see if it's like
I don't think you need to roll psychology to determine that he's clearly being like condescending toward you.
I say,
Blowing you off.
yes, I understand. Very well. Let's go back inside. Maybe others will find this more interesting. I wonder if this is it. I rub it on the side of a tree or a piece of wood. Does it leave like a singe like the other ball did? You know, like it left charcoal or.
You don't see that. Yeah, no.
Okay. So this ball's not ashy. Interesting. All right, let's go back inside.
I'm not denying that you might have found a good artifact, but wood is heavy and there's no one out here. Look around. I just go kind of demonstrate with my arm forklifts full of little twigs and stuff.
Arm forklifts and twigs.
Lashka, you're so good to carry the firewood. All right, we'll go back inside, or we'll try to anyway.
All right, so Zianda and Lashka come back inside carrying
I say,
firewood.
look what I found out there. And I say to Father, I heard the laughter, and I think I saw the little girl run behind a gravestone.
Lucas, you still have that ball, don't you? Wait, I still have the ball. I reach into
Taking pictures of those.
my side pack. Is it in there?
Nothing in there.
It's like she's trying to tell us something's out there.
Actually, give me a sanity check as you search your bag. And you clearly have had this bag the entire time, but it's not there.
She stole your balls.
Not my leather ball.
I say, though, this one is not ashy. It doesn't leave behind, I rub it against the wall. It doesn't leave behind like a black mark like the other one did.
But it's the same.
Mm.
Well, you're too sane.
I'm like, yes. It's like she's trying to lead us to something. There's something. Wait, take me to where you were at.
Okay. I lead him back to the spot where I heard the laughter and where I saw what I thought was someone maybe running behind a gravestone.
I'd like to go with you guys and take pictures.
Yes.
I think I'm going to bring Zhang and Luca together quickly and just debrief with them on the fact that they're all crazy.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm tinkering with the box.
If one of you could, Lashka, before you leave, could you please maybe ask Jiang to help you move this body outside of the cathedral? Nobody's willing to help with that.
Because they do not want to touch the disease. All right, I will talk to them about it.
Once we get back,
we will talk. You go and investigate the ghosties, and we will be starting a fire in here and moving the diseased dead body around.
No, we just need to move it outside. It's very disconcerting.
I mean, why are we putting fire in here? There's no chimney.
We're not burning anything. Well, wait, we're trying to burn for warmth because of the
windows are open.
light.
So, I mean, it would.
Yeah, we could. I'm sure we could do a small fire or something, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Take me to
We've got
it.
this. We've got this.
You want to burn
I leave
fire
him
in the
outside.
holy ground, huh?
So, Luca, you said you were messing with the box. What exactly are you trying to do?
Looking at the mechanisms, seeing what kind of construction it is.
Sure, you can give me an engineering check.
Yay! Something I can actually roll. I'll get a. If I roll,
If you fail,
Unless you get like an
It's just
80
my
over
height.
70. Oh, there you go. Oh,
hey,
Nice.
I passed.
no. Mechanical repair. I think you're better even.
Oh wait,
Are you?
hey, you have an engineering, right?
Yeah, you have engineering too. Should.
where is that at?
Sorry, you got it.
It's under science, I believe.
Ah, yes, engineering.
Is
I
it?
can do that too.
Yeah, there you go.
nice.
So,
I fixed
so yeah.
something and I looked at it.
So it
Okay,
definitely looks like
great.
older construction. Definitely looks like old construction. Like this was really finely constructed. So it was like very good quality craftsmanship as it was put together. These parts were not made by a machine. These were all handmade pieces that made this. And it has like a little tube kind of with little raised areas, and as it turns, it plays music. And one thing you realize is that they're like eroded away, and they are actually like corroded to the point where if this did actually turn, it wouldn't play any music. And make me a sanity check because you clearly heard it.
Did I hear it?
Yeah, we
I'm
were
not
all there
sure if you
together.
heard
I'm
it.
pretty
They
sure.
definitely,
We
yeah.
all did.
I stayed outside.
Oh, that's right. You were outside.
Yeah.
You didn't hear it.
yeah.
You didn't hear it play.
You would have
But-
heard us talking about it for sure, though, because we've been going
Yeah,
on
you
and on
know,
about
you
it.
know that they told you that it was playing music, but this definitely doesn't look like it could play music.
Still saying after all these years.
Still saying.
Not by much.
Yep.
Well, that is not right, huh? They should not play music.
What are you talking about? Of course it played music. I heard it as I'm stacking up
This
the little
little
twigs.
brass cylinder here, it's got little pins, and these bars, when it spins, it makes the music.
what
There's
are you-
no pins.
Let me... that would
Smooth.
obviously make sense to me looking at it, right, Byron? I mean...
Yeah, it would make clearly sense that he's. I mean, you know Luca. He knows
Yeah.
what he's talking about.
Or we
When
just
it
turn
comes
the-
to mechanical items, he's.
I
pretty
just turn the
knowledgeable.
handle. Look, just do this is how these work. And I turn it. Does it play a song?
Nothing. You just hear kink, 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 kink.
So as you turn the handle, like you kind of, as you're looking at Luca, you kind of like almost like have out of body experience, and you
Like,
see
I get it to look
yourself.
like.
You see yourself like running through like woods, and you feel like you're being chased by something. You're not really sure what, and you look down and you're wearing like the same uniform that this body was wearing, and you drop your hat and you're running. You kind of stumble over some wood, and you try to get to your hands almost like on all fours for a brief second. And you actually just scramble through some of the moss and wood and the mud as it's on your hands and your arms, and you just kind of, as you're scrambling through the swamp, you feel like it's almost like quicksand, like it's just sucking you down, and you just feel like something is just taking the life force out of you, and you're getting super tired, and it's harder and harder for you to move, and then you just kind of fall into the mud, and you can feel the mud on your face and in your eye as you're like looking sideways kind of at something kind of coming out of the darkness through the leaves and the swamp, and as it gets close to you, you're trying to make it out, but as you like kind of blink your eyes, mud is getting in your eye even more, and then you snap back out of it.
And I think I stumble backward on my little pile of firewood. I'm like, oh! I let the box go and just land on the ground and scatter the firewood everywhere. And I pat my face. There's
Loshka,
some
are you
mud.
okay?
No, you guys are outside, yeah?
Wait,
You guys are
you
outside.
were leading us back to the area.
No, I was not. You, Dan was. I
Dan
stayed
was.
inside with
Zianda.
Luca.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You see, I have the ball.
Yeah. There was mud. My hands are clean. My face is fine. Right?
What did I see when he was doing this?
I mean, this takes like seconds.
Okay.
So it's almost like,
What is wrong with you?
I might need some water. I had a hallucination.
Well, I know where there's a stream, huh?
I don't want that water. I want to go home. This is too much for me. I saw myself.
I said that before we even crossed the stream.
I saw myself in that despicable uniform, running from something coming out. I was being chased. It's like I saw his death. I think I'm having a moment. I'm going to sit down, and I gather. I kind of focus on gathering the firewood back up into its pile, and yeah. And unless he approaches me, I just try to. I'm trying to bring it back together. I got an extreme success on my sanity check, by the way, for that.
okay, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, that doesn't make any sense to you whatsoever.
Yeah,
because
I'm trying to
made
sort
your
it out.
sanity checks here.
And
It's not making sense.
yeah,
to you at
coping
all.
mechanism for anxiety is to be in the moment, and the firewood, right? I'm this stick, and I put this together, and I'm like focused on tangible things right now, and
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So Jiang is looking for, still examining the trees and so forth, looking for an area across. You do see an area that has some rocks kind of in it. You can see the rapids as they're moving over top of them. You think you might be able to get across by jumping from rock to rock, but it looks like it would be not as dangerous as walking across the wall, because the wall had the algae and stuff on it from the continued water running over it, versus this is now like partially submerged, but the rapids have rose the water, so you have the current over top of the rock, but not necessarily, it's not as slippery as it would be if it was submerged normally. With the amount of rope that you have, you're still going to be short a good 6 feet. So you would have to make some kind of leap or something to get across for that final thing. So if you could somehow come up with a way to extend the rope, make it longer.
Clothing. I feel like I'm alone in this endeavor right now.
You're at least alone at looking at that endeavor, for sure.
Well, I'm sure as hell not going into the river without anybody else around.
So give me a spot check.
A spot hidden.
Okay.
So as you're looking at the water, it's starting to get pretty dark at this point. The sun has been going down over the last hour or so that you guys have been doing all this stuff, and the light is reflecting off of the river, even though it's fast moving, and you can see almost what looks like the reflection of bones in the water in the river, like the bottom of it is covered in bones.
Am I really? Well, covered.
Not covered, but definitely, like you could picture like if a cemetery had washed out into the river, the bottom of it would have bones and stuff sitting across it. You could see the reflection of the bones on the water in the darkness, the moonlight kind of shining onto.
How disturbed am I by that? Like,
it's with the stuff you've seen, I don't know that it's necessarily sanity check. You're maybe unsure whether you're really seeing it or not.
yeah, and I probably wouldn't be totally surprised to find that there are human remains.
Yeah, I mean,
around here.
31 out of 40. It's not like a critical or hard success. So, I think with that, you would be a little more shaken by it.
But it does make me less reluctant to tie a rope around my waist and get into the water. I will give you that much.
Makes you more reluctant or less?
Less reluctant. Nice try.
Right.
Yeah. So we're losing, we're really losing the light fast now, and I have to resign myself to the fact that we're not going to get off, get back to where our vehicle is at this time. So the safest thing to do, the most sensible thing to do, is stay together as a group, and so I dejectedly plod back into the chapel to rejoin some of the others.
Okay. As you're walking back towards the church, you see Zianda and Father Brighton are coming out, and so is Sophia with her camera up as they're looking around kind of in this back area. With
Zianda holding the ball.
Zianda has a ball.
So it was right here. It ran behind the gravestone over there.
What ran behind the gravestone?
Oh, Father's with me too. You hear me talking to Father. I said, oh.
Hey, who's all together here? I thought it was just me and Leonda. Who's with?
Well, we ran into John last night.
Take pictures.
Oh, you came with. Okay.
Yeah, Sophia. Yeah.
And
I say this ball.
This
it disappeared from Father James's bag and rolled at my feet. And I heard the laughing of that girl they talked about in the church, I think, unless there's two of them. And she ran behind that gravestone, the one right there.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and approach the gravestone with a lot of like trepidation around that, but and nervousness, and just be like, so I I have a feeling that there's something you want to show us. I say out loud. There's something that you mean for us to do here.
I go up with my camera, and whose gravestone is this? Is it hers?
It is not.
No, hers
So
is that big thing.
Hers is
With
the
the
big one.
cross
It looks
on
like
it.
a big
With the
cross.
with a cross on it. Yeah.
Oh, I
this-
haven't been in the back yet.
Well,
Yeah.
Juliet's is the
Yeah. Whose is this one? Or is it anyone of importance?
So this one also belongs to a priest. It's Father Lucius Thorn.
oh, that fucker.
Nice.
The hell are they laughing about, huh?
So it's like I'm just like I look at the grave and kind of move around. I hold out. I have the ball in my hand, and I'm just like, there's something you wanted us to see here, something that you want us to understand. Does it have to do with this man? This Lucius Thorn? And when did he die, Byron? Just for, if I can compare her death.
1946.
Oh, so a very long time after her passing.
But while the Nazi would have been there, he would have been alive.
It's true.
So this was still a functioning church while the Nazi was there.
Do I still have the ball?
If it's in your hand, you do for sure.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
I-
Can I look at the other? Can I look at the other gravestones in the area? Are they? Is this a priest graveyard? They happen to also bury a little girl.
It is all priests here.
Okay, I mean that's not totally shocking.
all priests and little girl.
Well, the little girl is shocking, and look at this, and look at the size of this monument to her.
Her name is Juliet, you said?
Yes.
I'm just going to try this. I probably nothing will happen, but I say, Juliet, here, quick catch. And I toss the ball like 10 feet away in an arc, a gentle arc, and see if anything shows up to catch the ball.
Okay. Yeah, you throw it, the ball like lands in the grass and the leaves and just kind of rolls in the darkness.
Okay. Well, she keeps leaving the ball for us to find, but, or at least it would seem so. But she doesn't. I'll go back and pick it up. She isn't
Father
playing
Brady,
ball.
give me a you were calling out or whatever. Give me a charm check.
Ooh.
Who, me?
A charm roll. No, Father Brady.
For the Brighton. Okay.
You could make one too, I guess, Iana,
Okay.
as you're trying to communicate with.
Hell yeah.
There it is.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, screw that. I'm gonna spend 16 luck.
Oh, look at you. He's like, this is
Yeah,
a finale,
big
baby.
spender.
Just pushed it.
All right, 16 luck.
Oh, you know what? Actually, that's such a good point. Tyler pointed it out. I should just push it.
You should, yeah. Pushing is be much better. I like.
Yeah,
I like
like-
pushing it better.
Pushing it
So,
much
what
better
do
for
you
the narrative.
So what do you do differently?
So I get this, realizing I'm not getting a lot of like messages. I'll go back to how I encountered her originally. So I'm gonna get down on my knees. I'll be like, and I'm gonna pray for God to give me guidance and to help me have some kind of contact with her.
Ooh,
Nice.
nice.
Nice. So as you say that and you kneel down in front of this grave that belongs to this other priest, and you're praying, and I'm assuming you have to put your hand on it to kind of steady yourself as you kneel down. And you see like you feel yourself like running, like through the church, and you kind of look back like you're running between the pews, like there's a little girl like hiding amongst the pews as you're running along, and you feel like some sort of interaction between this vision that you have and the girl, and she's kind of laughing, and you see that he's throwing a ball, and you think it's you, but like it's like your perspective is from this body, but you don't necessarily think that it's you. And as you kind of snap back out of it, you feel like something is grabbing at your chest, and you look down, and this skeletal hand has reached up out of the grave and has a hold of your cross.
Holy shit!
Oh, I in a panic pull back, and I just start to scrub. No,
Give me a
no!
sanity check.
Mm-mm.
Can I see this?
Yeah, as he pulls back away from the thing, you're in the panic mode. Yeah.
Do I see the clutching of his
Pearls.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to make this sanity roll first.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So as you pull back, the chain that you have your cross on, the rosary snaps, and the beads go like rolling in the desert, in the dirt on top of this grave. And Jung, you see like this hand kind of pull the cross down into the grave. Give me a
I
sanity
leap
check.
towards it and try to. Need me to roll?
Oh, you're gonna try and grab it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll sanity too.
Taking
Yeah,
pictures with
absolutely.
this.
Which
Oh,
which
yeah.
one's happening first?
I'll let you do them simultaneous.
So what am I rolling for the grab?
Just dex
Dex?
or athletics, anything like that works fine. Whatever you like.
I don't know where athletics is in here. Where is it?
I do not believe athletics is an actual
Yeah.
skill.
It might not be. I'm thinking many damn systems. My brain is all over the place. What I got here? Accounting, appraise, masonry, charm, climb.
Alright.
Yeah, let's just do dex.
Dex it is. Oh, I'll spend for that.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you grab a hold of it, and
Sorry.
you pull the cross out of the hand as the finger bones just collapse and fall apart. As you grab it.
Okay, now I'm gonna roll for Sam.
Yeah, you can roll for sand. You make that. You're like, that happens all the time.
May I make a photography check to see if I was able to capture any of this?
Yeah, you can.
Because I was out there to take pictures.
Yeah.
Come on. God damn it.
So
Can I
you can
push this?
push it. You can push
I'm
it.
pushing it.
Okay. All right. I already know what's gonna happen if you push it.
Yes.
Fail.
Describe how you're pushing it.
Because I realized that the flash was off. I don't know. And so I'm gonna do it again.
Nice. Success. All right. Yeah. If you would have failed that, you would have like something would have happened with the camera for sure.
Should I also make a sanity roll though?
Yeah, you make a sanity roll because you're looking at the camera to see if you captured anything. So you're literally looking at the viewfinder or the thing. Good deal. And all you don't see the bones at all or the skeletal hand. All you see is you see Father Brayton with one hand on the gravestone, his other hand in the dirt, with a look of shock on his face as the brightness of the flash kind of reflects off of his pale white Boston skin, and
Pale white Boston skin.
and you see Young is kind of
white Korean.
yeah, and Young is kind of like holding his cross in his hand underneath him. But what shocks you is that in the background behind Father Brighton is you see a face of a little girl right behind Father Brighton's head. As you capture it on film.
So it would be crap. I'm sorry. So yeah. Okay. And I'm going to show these guys. I'm like, oh my god, look at this.
I am gripping the crucifix in one hand and trying to gather up rosary beads off the ground. Are the
Which
bones
is
on top?
extremely hard to do in the dark. Yeah, you see the bones on top. They're kind of just all, yeah, as you can imagine, like hand bones are very small. They just like kind of fell apart. Like in a pile.
John, did you see? Did what happened? Did you?
Can't
you
process that right now, Father Jim.
Can I look through my camera to see if I can see the bones on the ground as Jung's picking these up, trying to pick these up?
As you're looking through your camera, you can
Yeah.
see them, but they were not in the picture that you took.
Okay. But I'm going to be just like snapping there and seeing if I can catch this girl like anywhere else.
Yeah. Junk's trying to like look, Kev, get the beads, and you keep snapping the flashes going off.
I haven't. Right. Well, every time it flashes, I'm looking for more beads. I'm kind of feeling around, and
Well, that is helpful.
And I haven't really processed that hand reached up out of the ground, but like a little bit of my brain says, well, the hand can't reach up anymore because sort of the bones are all laying around.
Yeah.
Well, they're all focused on the grave.
Focus on this activity.
Yep.
Well, they're all focused on the grave. Ziana will just keep an eye out on the horizon just to make sure that like there's no like little girls popping up like 15 feet behind us.
Yeah, no, you don't hear anything or see anything, Zianda, as you're looking around on the outskirts of the graveyard in this little area. And this is a very small area. It's not really big. It's like 20, maybe 30 feet by 30 feet area. And you would have, Luca and Lashka, you would have heard Father Brighton kind of yell out when he had his moment outside.
I saw something. I say to Jiong as I help him pick up the rosary beads. I saw. I think it was this man, this Pastor Thorne. Him playing with her with the ball, but it makes no sense because I don't know if it was him because the death dates don't line up.
The grandfather. That's what it's got to be. The grandfather died 2 years after her.
And the whole cemetery is full of priests. Any, how many could have been several different priests while she was here.
She wanted us to come here for some reason.
Oh, something wanted us to come here.
The grandfather had powers, right? Supposedly.
Yeah,
the
he
granddaughter.
was mystic and this and that. And I read something that, and I don't remember where it came from, that he had tried to commit suicide but survived.
Maybe the music box is like this
Out of a second story window. I wasn't trying very hard.
Maybe the music box is like this artifact, like a spiritual power plant, and it's exciting the grandfather and the daughter because they have mystical powers.
So I
maybe
think
if we get the music box away from here, everything will calm down, and the acne on those poor storks will get.
Terrible idea.
that's
No,
where
she's leading us. She has to be leading us to something.
Where does that?
Fine, but if this is real, okay, let's assume that we're not having some mass hallucination from whatever was buried here, some chemical bullshit. Like let's assume that this is real for a second. Taking a possessed object, which you're basically saying this item is possessed, taking it from one place where it's causing trouble to another place that's causing. Have you watched any horror movies? What's the matter with you people?
I don't take stock in horror movies.
Us.
I take
The
stock in
priest to take care of this. Come on, Father James. You got some. Can you exercise? What's going on here?
I have no training in exorcism. That's a very specific type of training that very few priests actually get trained in. It's like this may be beyond anything that I can do. However, we're here, and I might be the only option that that's available to help this situation. So I'll have to just try my best. But I'll openly admit I'm out of my depth right now.
Yeah, the camera kind of pans back from that and focuses on Jiang for a minute.
I want to, you know, when I have another opportunity to get a word in edgewise, I also want to point out that this, whatever this is that is in the ground, reached out of its grave and grabbed the crucifix, presumably a holy object. So it's not, nothing here is intimidated by religion or blessed items or anything. So, well, Father Jim, you may be a piece to the puzzle. I don't think it's I don't think it's your holy power that's gonna be. It's not the power of Christ that's gonna compel this demon.
I have no personal power. It's God who has power.
So as you guys are still talking, the camera kind of pans back and goes back inside to where Luca and Lashka are.
So I think that you said we hear a cry out.
Yeah, you heard a cry out from Father Brighton outside.
And I'm just about to light the fire. And the wood scatters again because it just rattles him, right? He's like, oh, Luca, you hear this? There's trouble. Let's go see. Come on. Fine. I go to the door and I peek. Let's see if I can see them.
I'll pick up a big stick like a club and kind of start slowly walking behind him.
Can I see them from the door or from the doorway of the church or no?
Yeah, you can see them from the doorway.
I'd
You
shout.
can see them there. All you see is like all these flashes and like looking in the thing as Zianda's like yelling out.
There goes our night vision, huh?
Yeah. So yeah, I guess we hurry down there and you let me know at what point in that conversation we come in, maybe toward the end of it.
Yeah, you kind of coming in at the end of it as you see Xiong is using a flashlight and Zophia's flash from her camera to kind of look for Father Brighton's rosary beads that are all over the dirt on this grave.
I'm staying in the chapel and trying to get the fire lit because it's probably getting dark.
You have lost your grandmother's rosary again. What have you done? Start like trying to help pick up some pieces or something. I'm like, do I sense that there's a great amount of alarm, or are they literally just like at this point?
Well, Zianda is not. Zianda's standing up with her light, looking at the perimeter.
Okay.
Like she's looking out for something that might be coming her way.
What is going on? What was this screaming about? Is this about the rosary?
Lashka,
Okay.
let me show you a picture. And I just show him the picture.
Yeah, you see this like little girl in the background behind Father Brighton as one hand is on the gravestone and one hand is in the dirt over this gravestone that they're picking up, that Jiang's picking up Father Brighton's rosary beads from.
Yeah. Yep.
Holy Vishnu's ass! What is that? Let me see this. I pull the camera. Luca, look.
Not out here.
I think we are all going mad. I had a hallucination when I touched the music box. Luca was saying it could not work. I went to turn it, and as soon as I turned it, I was in the body of a Nazi, and just stop staring at me. I was in the bit of I was just running through the woods, and something was chasing me, and it was horrible.
I put my hand on your shoulder. I had a vision too.
We should leave. Jean, let us go. We have lights and batteries. We could go up the river, and we leave.
I don't think whether spirits or demons, I don't think they're going to let us leave, Lashka.
So as Father Brighton puts his hand on Lashka, I need Lashka to make a power check.
Power time. I stare in his eyes longingly and fail. Oh, do I ever fail? There's no luck there. Can I push it by staring even harder into his eyes?
How much luck do you have left? You can spend 38.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna make it. So you could push your roll. You're not really doing an action per se, but you feel like something's dragging on your psyche.
I'm not gonna.
Pulling.
I don't think I'm conscious enough to push against it. I think he's confused, and starting to surrender to the idea that he's sick too. And so he's like, oh God, I'm oh yeah. So when does Cthulhu come out of the Father and kill me?
You lose 2 points of health.
Oh shit.
Oh my God.
Oh, is there any physical manifestation of this? Well, is it what I've got going on right now? These allergy things?
Maybe a cough.
I can role play that.
Maybe a cough. You feel like your hand is like you have a cramp in your hand. And as you look at it, you can see that your skin is tight to the point where you can almost see the bones in your hand individually. Like, like elderly people get.
Yeah, real thin, kind of like onion
thin
skin. Can I see the veins real well through it and all that?
Yeah, you can see the veins really well. And
oh, look! And I show them. Is it both hands or just one or what?
It's both. It's both.
Show me your hands. Show me your hands.
Loshka, are you okay?
No, look at my hands. I put lotion on every day. Look at them. They are not. They are. Oh, and they hurt like arthritis.
Oh, what did you do to him?
I did. All I did was I was trying to provide my friend some comfort.
Wait, did you touch the body? Did you touch the body and you touched me?
No, I did not touch the body, Loshka. It's okay. It's okay.
You touched the box, though.
Yes, you saw me touch the box.
In the ball.
In the ball.
You have made me sick, and I'm going to be the first one to die. And I knew it all along. Oh heavens, it hurts. He doesn't want to walk away from the light, but he moves over near Luca.
I think I have a granola bar. Maybe you would feel better if you had something to eat, Loshka.
Who's going to eat at a time? Look at my hands. How bad is it, Byron? Can I fully use them, or are they just arthritic and they just hurt?
Use them. They hurt. They hurt like you've been like digging in the dirt and stuff for like hours or days. You know what I mean? Like how your hands would feel like at the end of doing a day of like gardening and stuff like that. So,
Zhang has said the wisest thing that I've heard all day, which is that we should leave. We should go upriver. There's got to be a crossing somewhere. Even if it's miles away, it's better than here.
So this would be a good opportunity. Let's take a quick bio break and then we'll.
Okay.
All right. Things are heating up.
Like in the end, Luca's going to be the only one that's just like totally fine.
Like, just making a fire, smoking a cigarette.
Yeah. I figured the building's solid. I think I'll be okay. If not, I've got a nice pre-made tomb.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah. Just kind of hang out there.
Yeah. Or I run really fast, jump as far as I can, and hope that I can luck my way across the river.
Oh, nice. I spend 66 points of luck.
Yeah, I have 65 to spend. I will use all of it to get across the river and run and then retire. All right, I'll be back.
Are we still broadcasting?
We are.
All right.
So Dan, you've got to come. You got to figure out a way to get the Chaosium common.
I wish I had registered this time. I'll come next year.
That's what you said last year, man.
Did I say that last year? I don't think I said that last year.
You did.
Did I?
I think you must have.
Oh, okay.
So I booked my hotel room like super early before registration opened because I was terrified that I would get stuck at the no-tell motel where I was last year.
It's sold out again.
Yeah.
Sold out. Bridget said it's sold out.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good. And
we got to try to go through some events and figure out what we're going to do.
Yeah. So that opens on the 30th at noon.
When you guys do Chaosium Con, do you register way in advance or you just don't register for anything until you get there?
I don't think we've registered for anything except for like, I'm not sure what if anybody else has looked at anything yet.
Brent registered for a few last year.
Chantel did some stuff and Brent registered for some things last year, but the rest of us, we didn't really register for anything. That was. Oh yeah, because that was. This will be the third year or second year? Fuck, I don't
Third.
remember.
This will be the third year for us.
Is your third one? Yeah. So
Yeah, this will be the third Chaosium Combat
Yeah.
Ball.
Oh, hey, Tyler.
So the first year we
hi.
registered for some
Oh,
games,
hi,
but
Mark.
the game was completely fucking terrible.
Oh, I remember you told me about that.
Shauna ran the other one that we signed up for. That Shauna ran, so that one was really good. But
Yeah, that was a lot of fun actually.
that was a lot of fun. So I
Shauna's
mean,
good.
Tyler and I are bringing some new games too. We may, pretty inspired and pumped with this thing going off. So I think we may try to get another one ready to play test up there.
Cool.
So it's something none of you guys have played. Maybe we'll make Tyler run that one.
That would be awesome. I enjoyed Till Death Do Us Part. I thought Tyler, I like Tyler's style. Not that I don't love your
yeah,
style.
I mean,
Larry,
he could run Long Trail Home.
Yeah, I could run a long trail home for you, Jason.
Yeah, and I have others. So I mean, we're gonna have a big enough group this year that like we can branch off and people can play or not play.
yeah. We just got to claim our table. You guys get there
Yeah,
early
no
enough.
shit. We gotta
Yeah.
claim the whole area. Yeah.
So have you been thinking about what you want, how you want to set things up for your particular schedule for Chaosium?
Not really, unfortunately, no. So I did glance at some
I
stuff,
think-
but like I don't recognize a lot of the names. And unfortunately, Matt did all of his say Lurking Fear, so I don't know which GMs are running it.
Yeah.
And the guy that really sucked really bad ran for them, so I'm kind of scared to get into anything.
That dude, that guy's running
Yeah,
for
he was
Lurking
running
Fears.
for Lurking Fears last when you were.
And we have dinner Friday night with Bridget.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
was confirmed. That was confirmed.
There was some like chats like last time we did this where she
Okay.
was here and we talked about Friday night, I think.
So we should probably reach out to her and make sure that's a
Yeah,
go.
get like a set
Yeah.
date from her for
Yeah.
a set time for us to do dinner.
Yep.
Dinner.
For mine, I was thinking about like there are 3 seminars I want to do like Friday morning, Saturday morning, Sunday morning is like 11, 12, 11. And then I was thinking maybe playing an afternoon game and then leaving the evening open for like dinner and screw around. And
That sounds like a really
busking.
good thing.
That sounds good.
Like,
why don't we leave? Why don't
we do
leave,
we do
evening?
breakfast in the mornings across the street. We'll do breakfast in the mornings across the street and then go to seminars first thing.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Sunday,
and then
I
Ty
can't.
and I can plan on running a game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
Friday night, Saturday night. Friday night, Saturday night. We'll run too.
that works. Sunday,
One of us run
I
one of us run the
cannot
other.
change my travel because it's actually right at Ashland's birthday, which it occurs to me why I was trying to get back early. So I have I have kind of an early flight out that Sunday.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, so I mean, if Thursday night we have the speakeasy and then Friday,
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah.
So Friday after dinner, Saturday after dinner, we'll go to the table and we'll run something.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll make something happen.
We'll have to, I think we'll have to talk about as we get closer about our scheduling.
We
Yeah.
already were. Like you were away, you were gone.
I was gonna say,
I heard the tail end of it, but I wasn't sure if we were
why don't
talking
we do
about
like a Zoom?
like texting each other.
Why don't
or
we do
doing
like a
Zoom thing.
Zoom? Can we do a Zoom
There's,
lunch
we
on the
have
30th?
a Facebook group that has most of us in it. I think we message that. I like the idea
Yeah.
of setting up some sort of Zoom or something like that, Jason.
Yeah, like because it
I
goes
won't
open
be
on
able to.
Saturday. This Saturday.
Yeah. No, it goes on Saturday.
It's live
At noon.
Saturday at noon.
So Saturday noon.
Yeah, so we just did like
Yeah, I
a
should
half
be able
hour
do a
to
Zoom
go
lunch.
through the schedule together and book some stuff and.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
everybody like between now and then, like kind of hit through the schedule, pick something.
Mhm.
on each
Has it
one
been
of those,
has it been released? Though? I thought it hadn't. It's just
So
registration.
the schedule is up there, but you can't
Okay.
register.
Got it.
Yeah.
the schedule is up, but you can't register. But it's going to be a matter of how many games can we all get into at once. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got it.
Mhm.
Right.
Yep.
I should
So
probably
it
buy
might
my
be a little.
badge.
It might be a little
Yeah.
competitive. But
Why don't
if
you? Who could do a Zoom Saturday noon? I could.
I can. Yeah. What
Yeah,
I'll do is I'll
I
just
can.
I'll open it and put it out
Okay.
there for whoever, and we'll Whoever can come will, and then we'll.
Why don't we all
chat.
post? Let's look, and then say tomorrow or whatever by Thursday. Let's all post like our games that we looked at that we thought were cool for like Friday morning, Friday afternoon, Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, because that's it. Because Jason will be gone Sunday, and Chantel, you're doing something on Sunday morning. So, and then that gives us this really only four things we need to look at, 4 slots. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
She's doing slots. She stole the rogue slots for the time with an hour between them. You know what I mean? So that setup just works so good. So good. I thought that was crazy. Like Rod and Justine hated it when we first did it, but then they were like, "Why did we never do this?" This was great. We made the initial changes.
That was just everybody resisting change.
Yeah, everybody doing
And they were like, "Whoa, I have a whole hour to actually eat. I don't have to run my 4-hour game back to back with another 4-hour game."
It was so great because you could decompress and talk to the players and just so many.
What did I miss?
Just that we were talking about schedule planning. Jason was trying to schedule like a Zoom lunch at noon on Saturday.
Whoever can come just to talk about that, because that's when the registration's open.
Yeah.
Do
we want to go a little early, like 11
this Saturday?
Yeah,
this Saturday.
I'm in.
Okay.
I'll put it in the group chat.
So, and then we're supposed
Jason,
to. In the next,
don't forget that I don't have Facebook.
I will put it in
that's
the.
my fault. That's my fault.
I'll put it in the group. I'll put it in the Discord. We should. We're going back to the old ways of having 4 different ways to communicate.
Yeah, right.
I'll put it in Discord.
So 48 hours. In the next 48 hours, let's look at it. We're looking at what games we want to play possibly together on Friday day, Friday afternoon, Saturday day, Saturday afternoon. But Chantel is out Friday and Saturday morning.
She's got
so, and then we're going to plan on
stuff.
we're going to plan on either myself or Tyler or myself twice or whatever running some sort of game Friday evening and Saturday evening after dinner.
Do we get part 3 of 100 Acre Woods?
I don't think I have a part fucking 3. You know what though? I will see if I can't come up with another adventure for the Pooh Gang.
Yeah.
We could just,
because that's 8 fucking players. That's a good one. They got 8 fucking players. So
we should also talk about like what type of like drinks and everything, and because we'll bring, obviously everybody's gonna bring some booze, I'm assuming.
I'm not, because I'm
bringing
flying.
the liquor wagon, but it's not going to be that.
Oh yeah, you
bring the liquor wagon.
Jason can.
Jason, if there's anything specific you want, buddy, let me know. We'll snag it and bring it.
Drinks sound good. I like the drinks are good. That's fine.
You don't care. You're just like great.
So, did we decide when we're doing the Mexican thing?
Oh, we're gonna confirm. We think it's Friday with Bridget, but we
think Friday night with Bridget. You were hanging out with her. You should have finished.
Well, we weren't talking about.
Focused on having fun and enjoying, not talking about work stuff with.
That's
Bridget.
right. That's right.
So, are we gonna nail that down before we pick games?
Yeah, just somebody reach out to her and see if we can confirm.
Okay.
Hit her on Discord or whatever. She's on stream right now. So
I think they're streaming.
Yeah, she's streaming right now.
I'll send her an Facebook message and she'll.
Sounds fantastic. So you got control of that? Confirming with Bridget then? All right. So you confirm with Bridget, and then all of us look at the Chaosium schedule. Thor, I can send you a link on text or whatever.
And look for future anything to do with this channel. I'm going to just use Discord because I can get everybody that way.
Sounds good.
Right.
I can try to find my passwords and get Facebook.
That's all right. I think
no, because James doesn't use Facebook. Eric doesn't use Facebook.
Use Discord. That's the only problem.
What'd you say?
I just have to remember to actually look at Discord.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think just remember if you're looking for anything to do with this channel, I'm gonna just put it in Discord because it's about half and half. It's about thirds. It's like we have some people that only look at text, and it's maddening because there's always someone that's like, I didn't get the invite. So Discord, it's just easy. So I'm just gonna put it there.
Okay. I think
good.
actually,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be under MythBrigade, and then
general. Well, so and then there's usually like a subtopic for games. It's like any games that I run have a subtopic. This one was a one shot, so I didn't create a persistent channel for it. But if we, probably I should just do a Sinister Scenes
The
one.
Sinister Scenes channel you already have is fine.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, you do have a Sinister Scenes channel.
I do. Look at that.
Does he?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Apparently
He
so.
does, in fact.
Yeah,
There's
WW.
one
We've been invited to this channel.
You're in it.
That I can't confirm nor deny.
You're in it. I promise.
All right.
It's on the
so,
MythBrigade Discord, though.
Yeah.
So it's
So,
under MythBrigade. Okay.
so the luncheon
And-
thing's in there
yeah,
for in general, the luncheon thing's there, and whoever wants to show up's welcome to if they have food and want to talk about stuff.
You should make a Chaosium con one, too.
Yeah.
So that we
Chaosium
can
channel.
post shit in
Yeah.
there.
I'll do it
For Chaosium
while I'm
Con.
in here. I'll do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, you do that, and then we'll post. So any games that you see or whatever, post in there.
Yep.
You finished? Good boy.
We'll confirm that.
Get up here and lay down
Coordinate.
All
on
right.
the bed.
Through there.
Miko.
Logistics are
On the
done.
bed.
Got it.
Cool. Yep. And we'll see the rest of our group this week, tomorrow or Thursday.
Tagged you, Tara.
Thank you, Tara, for reaching out to Bridget.
Yeah, and it's not restricted, so you should all be able to get in there. Get up in that.
Just let me know if throw names in that channel about who I should be making sure gets an invite when I do a group chat to dinner. Sorry, Thorg.
Good.
Sorry, my boss has been texting me. I'm gonna have to go in early. What's up? What I
Oh,
missed?
nice. Nothing really.
All right, back to this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, back to this game. Let's get this bad boy finished up. Okay, so you guys have the fire going. Luca has got the fire going. And are you still looking at the box at all? Or you come back in, and as you come back in to the thing, because you went outside, didn't you? Or did you, because you were like in the doorway with your club?
Well, yeah,
Basically.
Luca was, yeah. The rest of it, he's
Yeah.
in there by himself, yeah.
Yeah. So as you start walking back over to the fire, Luca, you can hear the music from the music box play.
Mm.
And give me a sanity check because you know it shouldn't be playing. Actually, I'm not going to make you roll that
Again?
Yeah, I'm not going to make you roll that again. You already rolled one.
I think I'm with Zhang on this one. Let's go find another place to cross this damn river.
Yes.
Whoever's playing that, thank you. I love it.
Daniel.
I'm helping him look for places across the damn river.
Okay, so who all is looking at the who's all on the riverbank trying to get the hell out of here?
Have we
Again,
finished the picking up of the beads and everything and the?
Yeah,
on the
that's all
grid?
over with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then sure. If we're abandoning the fire in the chapel and heading to the river, Xana will look
I
about, see if there's a
pocketed
place
my
to
beads,
board.
just so you know.
And
are
we're
we
leaving
going
the
back
box
together?
here.
Let me tell you a little secret, huh? That should be playing. There's nothing inside that will make music.
What?
You hear it playing music? That box cannot play that music.
That's just what I was trying to tell you. He was explaining this to me, and I went to turn the arm, and I had that vision, but I might have shaken it loose. That's possible, isn't it, Luca? Maybe I knocked the rust off of it, isn't it?
You can't magically make metal reappear.
Okay.
Wait,
Like it.
I touched the box. Maybe.
So when you cranked the arm, you had a full body virtual reality experience of being like in a Nazi?
Yes, it was. Yes, and in my hands, and and I'm flashing back to the dead body laying over there, and him shriveling. Is this growing on me as I'm watching the desiccation happen in my hands? Probably.
It doesn't. I mean, you mean is it growing on you as in like you're connecting it?
Yeah, is
Is
it
that what
getting
you
any
mean?
bigger than just my hands?
No, it doesn't
Not
seem like it's
creeping.
good. I
Okay.
mean, you'd have to take your shirt off. So,
I would unbutton, absolutely. I'd unbutton
Yeah.
and see how far up it goes.
yeah,
See if it's
it goes
spreading.
up to about almost your elbow.
Look at this. Oh my god. Is the pain spreading with it, I assume?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh shit.
Lashka,
Okay.
do you mind if I take pictures of that?
Why are you in your pictures? How about some ointment?
Smell some ointment.
Lashka, maybe we should pray together. Maybe.
If you think this will help me, that's fine.
All right. So I'll sit down with Lashka and try to calm him, and I'll say a prayer with him.
I would murmur
Don't
my
touch
own
him,
to perhaps I don't know the patron god of wellness, but I would
So describe exactly how you're praying with Lashka.
kneel.
He seems really nervous about touch, so I would not reach out and touch him because it's not.
Okay.
However, I would go ahead and kneel
No
with
means
him,
no.
and I would do. I do an All Father. Oh,
Okay.
sorry. Yeah.
Our Father.
Our Father. My bad. Not actually Catholic. So and just work through. Go ahead and say that, and maybe hope that other people might join in a little bit and see if that makes him feel a little bit better.
What is Zianda and Sophia doing?
I look at Sophia. I'm like, I think it's time for me to start smoking again.
I will hand you a cigarette. I will continue to take pictures of these two praying, and I want to take a picture of them, look and see if there's anything in the frame around them at all.
Okay.
I would be praying to Don Vantari, who is the physician of the gods, praying for him to deliver to me the elixir Amrita and heal me.
Okay. We're going to step out to Luca and Jean real quick, and then we'll come right back to you guys. So you guys are looking downriver. You didn't see a whole lot other than that one area where you think you could possibly tie clothes together to maybe extend the rope.
I tell
but that's where you saw the
Lucas
phone.
what I saw when I was looking in that area, by the way.
If it's good to cost me a pair of pants to get across this fucking thing, then I will.
Plus me a pair of pants.
I told that when the light was just so I could see the bottom of the riverbed, and there were bones that looked like human bones, like skeletons at the bottom of this section of the river.
Where the fuck did we get this job from, huh?
How did we find this place?
Bunch of shit, another voice come out of nowhere.
Well, how do you respond to my telling you that?
Literally that, and just been like, I'm not looking in the river there, no. I've seen enough. Is the music box still playing?
Well, you guys went outside. So music
You're
box
right. Like, can you
outside.
hear it?
Not outside, you can't.
But I didn't see anything. It just was playing.
Yeah, it was just playing as you were walking towards it.
And who has the music box now? I'm sorry.
It's on the ground
Inside.
inside of the.
It's on the ground
Chapel.
inside.
Outside
Did we
the shop.
decide what it was playing?
Some kind of German or Slavic song that Sophia wasn't able to make out, but she was singing it earlier.
Yeah.
It's interesting that when you cranked the handle, you felt the spirit of the Nazi who died here. It's almost like maybe it invigorates or somehow allows one to empathetically connect with the dead wherever it's cranked nearby. Like if we were to take it to a different graveyard and crank it, perhaps we would connect with different people. Maybe it's the proximity of the desiccated Nazi that is why you experienced that.
I had the vision, and the music box wasn't even involved. I say from looking up from my prayers. With
what was your vision again, Father?
I'm a father, so Catholic.
No, I mean, what was your vision? I'm sorry. Are you still saying your prayers? I'm
That
sorry.
does not hold water because I am not a Nazi, and I am not at all, even a little.
Oh, what was my vision? I saw in the church. I was playing catch with the little girl. I knew it wasn't me though. I knew it was someone else who was playing catch, and we
It's
seemed
more like you were playing hide and seek.
That's what it was. It was hide and seek. That's what it was.
So you maybe were connecting with one of the priests who's probably buried in the graveyard here.
Possibly.
So
I'm
why?
going to guess it was that Lucius Thorn, who, well, Jong saw it. A hand reached up and grabbed my rosary.
So to be clear, are we in the room with this music box and it's still playing?
We're outside. And the music
We're
box is in the
outside.
chapel.
All right.
Well, some people are inside.
Oh, are they? I'm sorry.
Yeah, they went inside.
Wait, who is still inside?
Yeah, it's a big zero.
Nobody's inside?
I think
Yeah.
we're all outside, man.
All right.
Yeah, well, I think
fair.
we're all outside.
Okay.
From what I
We're all
Okay.
freaked out by it.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
you guys
Who's
put
in
the fire
there?
out, or you just leave it burning?
Well,
I left it burning
I mean,
when
it's
I
all
walked out. I was like, nope, there's a dead body there. And that music box started playing by itself. I'm
Got
going
it.
with the biggest guy in the
Okay.
group.
Yeah,
What
so
if
you
we were-
guys have made it outside then.
what if we were to stand right on top of Juliet's grave and crank the music box?
There's
I
a
don't
danger
know.
in touching the box. Is my hand any better after the prayer at all? I touched the box and look what has happened to my hands.
What do we see? What's happened to his hand now?
I've shown everyone who will possibly.
you've
I've
seen
shown
it
you
from
all
the very
3
beginning.
times. Each of you has
Is
seen
it
it.
desiccated, or what's wrong with it now?
Yeah, looks like
worn
something. is-
gloves.
So you're looking a little ashy and in need of lotion.
I
No, it
always
doesn't
use
look like
lotion.
he's ashy and lean to lotion. That's
looks
not what
bad.
it looks like.
It's not what it looks like. Okay.
Has it gotten worse?
If you could quantify it, you would say it looks like his life force is being sucked out of it.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's much more.
That'd
You
be
mean
a
like
great
it's wizened?
Not
commercial.
like lotion.
Is his hand wizened?
Kind of like I don't know what word you're using, but kind of how like has somebody elderly how they start to where you can see through their hands and stuff like that, like they, you know what I mean? Aged.
Oh, the
He looks
skin
very
is thin
aged.
and-
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
aged,
onion
okay.
skin kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah. Has it gotten worse or gone further up my arm?
it went up to your elbow, but that's as far as
Okay.
like you're trying to look at it out in the dark with like
So I'm gonna-
a flashlight.
I'm gonna.
We do have to get Loshka to a doctor. I am worried about him.
I am gonna grab a pen, Byron, quickly from my my coat pocket, and I'm gonna draw a line where it stops.
Well, the nurse in me loves you
sorry.
right now.
Right, just to see
Nice.
if it's spreading on both arms all the way
Yeah,
around.
yeah. I like it. I like
The
it.
number of times I have to do that a year for tick bites.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Jeez, I never thought of that.
Lyme
That was,
disease,
like,
dude. You gotta worry.
is right out of my brain. Okay. So yeah, so you guys are outside. You find an area that Jiang was talking about to cross. Do you tell the rest of them about the what you saw? in
that
the
was
water?
she saw the bones downstream. I
Yeah.
think we decided to go upstream. Or are we going downstream? I don't know which direction we
We're
went.
going upstream. We already looked downstream.
Okay. Yeah. So they're
Yes.
going upstream towards where the birds were.
So maybe we should all stick together, and maybe
Yeah.
when we cross the river, if we interlock arms, it'll keep us from falling.
We have 50 feet of rope.
I mean, any jackets, I'll take off my denim jacket. Be like, whenever we're ready to make some more rope, we can
Okay.
use this.
Sounds good. So you guys go upstream a little ways. It's probably a good. I'm gonna say probably maybe an eighth of a mile up the river to find a place. You're going deep into the swampy, dark area. It's definitely not you know what I mean. So it's rugged terrain because remember this was on a rise in a valley and the mountains are around. So this is some deep dark woods stuff that you're going into. You're using flashlights and stuff to see where you're going. And you do find a spot that you think you could make it, that the water doesn't seem as as deep nor because I'm assuming you're like using a stick to like measure the depth of the water so you don't like jump in it like Luca did and find out it's up to your hips.
Yeah.
And stuff. And you find a spot that you think that is safe enough to try to go across with all of you working together.
Is there a place to tie off a rope?
I'm sorry?
Is there a place to tie off the rope?
Yeah, there's trees all around here.
Okay. I'm gonna tie that off and we're gonna how far across does it
It's still about 30, 40 feet across. The river doesn't really get any like thinner as you go upstream. It's still pretty wide.
So if it's tied around somebody's waist, it's gonna make it about a little over halfway across. Is that what you're saying?
It was probably a little farther than that because it's only about 15 feet. If you're trying to around the branch or like the base of the tree.
The base of the tree.
So yeah, the base of the tree, I'd say you're gonna estimate you're gonna lose about 5-6 feet going around the base of the tree to tie it off well. So that's gonna make it 45 feet long. It's about 15 feet away, put you about 30 feet. So if you tie it around somebody's waist, yeah, they're gonna be just barely a little over halfway across.
All right, guys, everybody give up some item of clothing among all of us. That should give us the right amount, correct?
I'd say each item of clothing that you add is going to add about 3 feet.
All right.
I give my denim jacket.
Me too.
I'm sorry, everyone. I'm going to be staying. I feel like there's more that we need to understand here.
I point at Lashka's wizened arm and I say, I think that anything we do, Father, maybe we better to grab some resources and come back.
Well, allow me to put this to you all. It's dark, very dark. We're stuck out here. You found a way across. What harm is it in waiting till the morning, where we can go safely, and we can go in a safer fashion than simply trying to cross in the darkness and get lost?
But I am having I am ill. Look at me. I am having physical symptoms. I may be dead by daylight. Do you not care? Have we not been through enough together? Is it really about your care. Easter bunny?
We have to consider the risk of moving you across in the darkness versus moving you across in the morning. If you all really want to take this risk, but I believe sincerely that whatever force is keeping us here will not allow us to pass through this.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
And we will suffer because of it if we try to make this attempt.
I feel like we're going to suffer no matter what.
Do you think that perhaps he was trapped here too? Perhaps we are all doomed to suffer his fate, and the only way is to get away from here.
The only way might be to find a way to understand what happened here.
And while waiting for that answer, turn into a piece of human jerky and lay down next to this Nazi? No, I cannot do this. I cannot do this.
Tell him, Kotzi.
I can't. I am.
But we have to have faith that we can manage this using our own faculties, using our own. We were brought here for a reason.
Well, yes, too. We were brought here to declare that building as to whether or not it was a historical site or not. That is the reason we are here. That is it.
There's every one of us has a higher calling. So please, just trust me, Lasha.
Dude, for me, make a charm test, please.
Oh, nice.
Just for my.
Does anybody? Are you guys? I picture the cameras just kind of looking at you guys all standing on the bank,
like back and forth.
Like Zophia's jean jacket and Zianda's jacket are tied together,
and my pants.
And Luca's pants as he stands in his tighty whities.
Right, I'm sitting
on my axe.
Damn.
I look at you and like all those years of friendship, all those years of, we haven't always agreed with each other, but Lashka, I would never do anything that I believe would harm you.
I do not think that you believe it would harm me, but I do not trust that you are right. I am hurting so badly. Both my arms, they are mostly useless. Look at them again.
He looks like Donald Trump.
I know you've shown them to me a lot. No,
Yeah. Everyone, look at
As
him.
you-
Look at him. Look at him.
As Father Brayton, as you look at his arms, you realize that it has gone past the lines that he drew on his arms.
Yeah, like my sleeve rolls up as I reach it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you realize it has crossed over just a few minutes ago when he drew the lines on his
Do I
arm.
notice him looking at the line?
Probably.
I glance down and my heart rate goes up and he starts to panic, I think. You see? It's only been a few minutes and it's already gone past the line. I do not have until morning.
Maybe the answer's here somewhere. It's not a disease.
Then we must find it. Before I am dead and you are just damned for being a fool. Please.
Should we destroy the music box?
Yeah. I mean, we could try and burn it.
There is a fire.
Could try to. We could consecrate it to the flames, and then I say a prayer over it, and try that, and see if it helps Lashka with his affliction. Do we agree that we could try this in the morning when it's safer, at the very least?
No, why must you? Look, I do not have. If this is an infection, and it is going at this rate, it will get to my heart soon and I will die. We must act now, or we are fools. Hey, I'm looking around for
you are
validation from
asking-
my rest of my friends. Like, help.
Lashka, you are asking. So I'm listening to this, and I keep looking back at the river, and I'm counting in my head the number of OSHA violations that this maneuver is going to create, and I know that this is not a good idea, even though I desperately want to get out of here and back to things that are familiar and comfortable and known. And I absolutely have so much compassion for what Lashka is going through, and it seems obvious to me that what we need to do is find him medical help. But that stands in the face of this obvious the chances of our succeeding at this in the night, and now most of us have half our clothes on, is we're gonna have hypothermia, and then also Father Jimmy's made this impassioned speech, and of the people in this group, I am most connected to him. Jean is most connected to Father Jimmy. They're weird.
He got an extreme success on that charm roll too. So
Yeah.
Right. So
really good.
right. So I mean, it makes sense, and I'm finally pushed back over to the side of let's do the safer thing for the larger portion of the group, and that's to bunker down here for the night somehow.
Then let us use that damned box as firewood. I trust you, Father Jim, but we have to try something. You cannot just let me die here. Otherwise, give me your flashlights and I'll take out on my own. I won't endanger you.
No, Lashka, we will. We'll burn the box. At the very least, perhaps that will quiet things here. It might.
Father Jim, do you have? Well, I guess with everyone, do we have other religious options? Because nothing seemed. The hand came out of the ground and grabbed your crucifix. It was not afraid of your cross. Is there something else that we need to use then?
Is anyone here a Wiccan or knowledgeable in the occult?
But I mean, demonology is not something I'm remarkably familiar with. But according to scripture, human souls either go to heaven, hell, or purgatory. And so either we're encountering angels of God or we're encountering a demonic presence. That's my belief system.
But my belief right now is that my balls are freezing. I'm putting my pants back on.
Yeah, let's get our jacket.
Let's go back and burn the box. We can do this.
In my faith, perhaps you
as,
can.
as you're standing out here cold on the side
Yeah, we're freezing.
at night, you definitely think that getting next to the fire would be good.
Yeah.
We
Grab
perhaps we
some more
could
sticks on the
combine.
way back.
Perhaps we could combine our faiths. I don't know that I remember them all, but in my faith, we recite the names of Nara. Sorry, I butchered that stream. Narashima.
Shiva,
Yeah, Narashima.
I mean, usually our faiths are pretty mutually exclusive. To be fair.
Can I
But
do a history
we can
check
try.
to see if I know anything about like this box you said is Slavic? Like,
Sure.
see if there's anything. Fuck. And you know what? Can I use luck?
Sure.
So I'm gonna use 10 luck to make that a success.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. So you let's see. What could you determine about the box? Just the more you've heard the song, you actually find yourself singing it and humming it as you're walking back to the thing, and you're thinking of the box as you get back to the chapel.
Okay.
And so you guys all hear Zofia singing it as she's considering and thinking about it and so forth. And it starts to remember. You remember hearing it. It's a tune that is about hope and redemption and so forth. The song.
I'll hum along with her. Maybe she has some kind of divine inspiration. I'll do it willingly and openly.
I think I'll try to join in as best I can.
Hi-ho.
Though I can't carry a tune
go.
in a bucket, I don't think.
Oh, because if we're thinking about up at the tower, like the other tower, that fire that only hit the bell, I think, or something like that.
It was
Like,
only
what
in
does
the
that have to
tower.
do with what happened down here?
We have not put that together very well.
Yeah. It was very isolated fire, right? It was very specific.
Was.
Almost like I had jokingly said, what was it? Spontaneous combustion.
Yeah, you did. Yep.
Right. Yeah, there was no fire damage or so on anything below the tower. There's flame damage on the outside, but not inside of it. The bell is
Or a
gone.
fallen
No
angel
evidence of
come
lightning
down
strike.
from the sky.
Did we wander around up there? Did Luca go up in and look at the sooty area? Is that where you found the ball?
No,
Well, the
that
ball, I think, was
the main
dense.
chapel.
Yeah, so we haven't.
But the ball made soot when it touched things, but
Yep.
it was not sooty itself.
The ball was in the sanctuary. of
That's
the
right,
church,
and we
the
haven't
main-
we haven't been all the way up there, have we?
You
Uh,
and Sean went up, right?
Only a few people.
Jean
went.
went.
I don't remember exactly.
Yeah.
I think everybody except for Father
It
Bright.
was just me and the
Luca.
father in the main chapel.
Yeah, they
Sophia and
never
I
went up.
waved to them
Yeah,
in the distance
that's
when they
right.
were up in the tower.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. And Sophia and Zianda waved at him.
Yeah, we were down there.
Yep. You were talking to Giuseppe and Marco,
That's right.
who we have
Mm-hmm.
talked about in quite some time.
Do we think they would have left without us, or are they our ride, or
They weren't your ride. You guys had a rental, remember?
okay?
Yeah.
I imagine that they have left without us at this
Can I
juncture.
make a first aid roll to see if I can do anything about Lashka's arms?
Sure.
This is gonna stink.
Lopta, your job doesn't require arms, does it?
Your job doesn't require arms.
I'll
Only if I am to be flicking you off. And I, look at my hands. Do you see these? Ow! You're
Yeah,
not helping.
I mean,
you're hurting.
spending- If you wanted to blow the 18 points of luck,
Yeah.
maybe you could figure something out. But the best you could come up with that would be like tourniquets.
Cut the arms off.
Good.
Oh shit.
Don't let them spread any further. Just cut them off.
Yeah, I don't have any kinds of
You're
skills.
pretty
to
sure
do
he would
anything
bleed
here.
out. Pretty sure he would bleed out for something like that.
Sorry, I tried.
That's okay. So what do you guys had said something about possibly burning the box when
Yes.
you came back in.
I think that's what we're doing. I think we're heading
Okay.
back. and we're gonna.
Yeah, you're
turn the
there.
box.
You're there. So,
Don't touch
like I
the
said,
box.
So
Let's pick
Sophia,
up the. Sorry.
I've already
Yeah.
touched the box. I'll
Yeah,
pick
That's all
it
right.
up.
You got,
Again,
got
Sorry.
more gloves.
let's just get some sticks and put it under this thing and pick it up with the
There's
sticks.
nothing wrong with my hands.
yes.
Don't we already have a fire?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have fire.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
burnt.
yeah.
Luca had a burning. Yeah,
My
I mean,
pants were
by the
soaking
time you
wet.
come back, you need to put more fire on it, more wood on it. But yeah,
That's the
Um,
boxes.
when we first encountered the chapel, opening the door and seeing the darkness, we had it like our light didn't penetrate the door. And then when the father came in, it was all shiny. And then when he left, it seemed a little bit lighter. Has that darkness returned at all?
yeah, it's definitely dark in here. And you notice that it doesn't seem to get as brighter as it did before, even with the presence of the father.
All right.
We're approaching the witching hour, huh?
All right, let's get this box in the fire quickly then.
Okay, so you guys push the box into the fire.
Yep.
The tune of the music box changes dramatically as it's
Sure.
more like just like a record player that's
Like
running
warped.
out like warped and like and within a few seconds the stink and of the burning wood is it's almost nauseating. So I need everybody to make a power check or a con check. Let's do a con check.
I'm trying to say a prayer over it. I'm like,
Oh wow, that's a lot of failures. Boom, 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 boom.
What'd you ask
I
for?
could s-
Con?
Oh,
Spence.
Luca's like, nah, I do this all the time.
I smoke all the time.
Yeah, geez.
You asked for what check?
Constitution.
Okay.
Are we able to use luck again?
Sure. You can use luck.
Hard
I'll
success.
spend
Yeah, I'm gonna
6
use
to make my
luck.
roll.
Okay. Yeah.
The
Looks like
guy with
Sophia
no
would
arms
use
has a hard
an
success
11.
on con check.
Yeah, right.
Nice.
Less of him.
The smell is gross. I'm gonna go out and sit
Okay.
on
So-
Juliet's headstone and just start talking like a crazy person.
So Luca,
Nice.
as you go outside, you kind of glance up. You can't even help yourself. You just kind of glance up at the church on the hill, and you notice that in the bell tower, flames are coming out of the bell tower.
Oh shit.
The bell tower is connected to the music box, maybe?
And so, what do you say when you go out to the thing?
Is it
So
the
the
same
only
side
person
as
that
the-
sees this right now is Luca.
Is that the same side as that was burnt before?
It is. And you can give me an engineering roll. Or a spot hidden, either one, or physics. Any of those would be viable rolls. You notice that it doesn't look like. So typically, when there's a fire, if it's inside the building, it's going to be shooting through the roof or something like that. It's by what they were explaining earlier. This looks very local, like it's only in the tower that fire is there. It doesn't seem to be spreading as you watch it. It doesn't. It seems to be more supernatural than natural because it doesn't. The way that it is on the wood and the stone of the building and stuff, it definitely looks weird.
Laksha.
Sorry, I was just blowing my nose. What?
And Zhang. Come here.
So there's probably chaos kind of right in the room where we were
Yeah,
trying to
inside,
burn
yeah,
this
it's-
thing. Right? The thing.
It's crazy.
I would be backing out the door like, what have we done? And then looking at my arms, I hear my name and glance over. What is Luca trying to get me to do?
it's okay, everyone. It's like just pray, and this music should end.
Aren't you coughing like crazy right now?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I step
I
outside.
go to the
as
door
well
where Lucas is.
Okay.
from the smoke.
Do we? We don't have anything to make
I
the
don't know
fire
what
more
we
intense.
just did, but there's your fire, eh?
Oh. Is anything unnatural about the fire? Is it burning normally? Is it blue? Is it
Yeah, it doesn't. It's red.
Just
It's
says-
localized. It is not
But
moving,
it's-
but there is nothing there to burn, huh?
So it's just burning in as if the fuel were inside of the bell tower, and not the bell tower itself.
Correct.
I look at
exactly
my
the way it
arms.
looks.
How
It's not getting any worse, but it's not getting any better.
should we go see?
So who all's exited the building and like is at the doorway
I'm
or
going to
whatever?
do
Is there
that
anybody
now.
who hasn't? What's Father
I
Bright?
actually, when I called them, I went over and sat down on Juliet's right where that's
Yeah.
where the
Yeah.
the four
Mhm.
chair marks are.
Okay, yeah.
Probably not.
So you guys are walking
Thinking
back that direction.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Is Father Brighton still inside?
I may, if the fumes are getting overwhelming, I may leave the door open and kind of like pray from the doorway for ventilation purposes because I don't want to like stupidly asphyxiate.
Yeah, your con check wasn't good, so yeah, you're definitely having some trouble like breathing in there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be in the doorway. I'm gonna continue praying for.
So Zianda, give me a spot hidden check.
Okay.
By the way, no box like that should make a stink that big.
Oh yeah, it smells terrible.
Spot hidden. Trying to find it here on this little thing. Let's see. Spot. It's alphabetical, right? There it is.
I don't know.
There it comes. It's coming. It'll be here soon.
It has
Oh,
arrived.
there it is.
It's there. All failure and all of it.
I'll spend 6 to make it.
Sure. Well, so you see it out of the corner of your eye as you focus on it, and the body of that German soldier is grabbing a hold of you.
Wait, I gotta roll spot to see that? I am
Yeah,
dead.
because you don't see him. You see him out of the corner.
He's
of
very
your eye.
gentle.
I
You see him
died.
out of the- You see him out of the corner of your eye, like just at the last second. At the last second, as he reaches out and grabs a hold of you, and pulls you down onto the ground. Give me a strength check to remain standing.
Strength check. Okay.
Wait, outside?
Yeah, this is outside. Like Zianda's like one of the last people in the line. Yeah. So,
Failure.
so Zianda is down on the ground, and you hear like the rustling of the leaves and stuff as you guys. are
I'm
walking
screaming.
around.
I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. I'm not gonna stop screaming either till I'm like,
Father Brighton will be at the doorway. Zianda's maybe like 15 feet away from the doorway.
I'm
and
right in
the
front of
rest you
Zianda.
guys- Yeah. The body of the soldier is like has hold of him. Like you can see his hands are in her hair.
let me know
I
what
am
did.
going to put down my camera and I'm going to. Is
That's
there
how
like a
you
rock
know
on the
it's
ground or
serious.
something?
Yeah, that's how
Yeah.
you know the shit hit the fan.
Is there a what on the ground? I'm sorry.
Like a rock on the ground or something like
Oh yeah,
that.
I'm sure. Yeah, there's definitely a
I'm
rock.
going to pick up a rock and throw it at the Nazi corpse.
Okay.
Not so corpse now.
Don't miss.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
it's like smash.
Nice.
So it hits the skull on the corpse, and the skull just shatters. A piece of the bone and stuff fall over Zianda, and as you smash the corpse,
I'm going to try to take a picture. But-
you pick up your
No,
camera.
no,
Yeah,
no.
try to.
Let me fix my. Oh god damn it! I'm still screaming.
Okay, yeah, you guys hear that. Luca, what are you doing as you're sitting on Juliet's grave?
What do you think about that, little lady?
Give me a
Crazy
charm
nuts.
check.
Oh,
charm
that's
check.
gonna go great for my character.
As,
Yeah.
as he like puts his cigarette
there
out
you
on her
go.
gravestone.
Yeah.
Up for a
not,
cigarette.
not enough luck in the world.
You got to push it, dude.
No, there's not. Yeah, you could push it.
Yeah, with a
Good push.
15 target.
Way to piss. Let's see if you can piss both spirits off.
Push it real good.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. He just keeps talking.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it keeps talking. So as you're sitting there, you hear what sounds like stone against stone moving.
Like
Oh.
close?
Yeah, like close.
Oh, that sucks.
Do I feel it? Like,
You don't feel it. Well, you know what? You might.
You might, Rabbit. You might.
You might. Give me an intelligence check
Oh, shit.
as you hear the stone grating against other stone.
Sitting in a graveyard in the dark,
Yeah,
and I hear
so
stone moving on stone.
You can hear the stone moving against it, and you kind of feel the stone that you're sitting on kind of like moving a little bit,
Oh my god.
like it's on it.
Seen these movies before. I'd slowly turn around to look at the cross.
Okay. The cross
The
is
base
like,
of the cross.
yeah, the base of the cross is like turned sideways a little bit. And as you're looking at it, like the cross falls over. Like it just tumbles away as the stone that's connected to the bottom of the cross like falls open. And you could see like a dark hole in the base.
So he just finished a cigarette and he's
Mm-hmm.
Can we drop the ball in there?
Oh,
Okay.
do we still have that ball?
I think I had it last, but
Yeah, you did have it last.
I thought Father
Zionda
James
did.
Jimmy threw it. But did he pick it back up?
Last person who had it was Zionda.
Yeah,
I think
she-
Ziana threw it.
Yeah, you threw it. So
Oh,
it's
yeah,
over there by the
Ziana
grave
threw it.
somewhere.
That's right. That's right.
I'm on the ground screaming, so anyone can have the ball they want.
I go over to where she threw it and see if I can find it.
Okay,
I
give
have
me a
it.
spot hidden check.
Oh, okay.
Well, you didn't necessarily pick it back up.
I did. I said I went and picked it back up.
Okay.
Oh.
Then Zionda has it.
Then I'm gonna get it off of Zionda.
I'm gonna help you up, Zionda. I'm gonna like.
You're
rush
just
out
carrying around your
there.
hand, or I'm assuming you wouldn't be carrying around in your hand because like you.
Oh, I got a bag, I guess. I have my
Clothes
bag.
and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
you reach into your bag and it is not there. Give me a sanity check.
Me?
Yeah. As
Okay.
you reach into your bag, you know you put it in your bag.
Okay.
It's not there.
But I lose stuff from my bag all the time. I'm just kidding. Let's see.
Yeah, no.
I'm looking for sanity. Here it is. Here we go.
Oh, nice.
Yep, you really do lose shit in your bag all the time.
Maybe it's under those Pez. Let me look again.
Oh, there's some snotty tissue and some
Yeah, it's
bubblegum
definitely not
wrappers.
in there.
I've lost whole families in this bag before, so shit happens. I take as I spit
Sanity
bones
roll?
and skull out of my mouth. Sorry.
Sorry, no, I'm sorry. Should we have made a sanity roll for the Nazi corpse?
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I not already do that? No, I made a straight check.
TPK.
And Zofia takes 4 points from the Nazi
Yeah.
corpse as you crush its skull.
Yeah, no, that's. Oh, wait, crap. So I do it this way?
Yeah, 4 points for Zionda too.
Like that?
Do what?
Oh, handsome.
Oh, you gotta
Zionda
you click
made it
on
first.
edit and then it will let you change
Yeah,
it.
you got to.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't want anybody.
Because when I
to go
click
in
on it, then
just
it's blank
start
on the other
changing.
side, so because I haven't
Zionda
lost any
made
yet.
her first sanity. How many
Yeah.
do I lose?
So Zionda's. Oh yeah, she made it first. So yeah, you just rolled multiple times, I guess. So if you fail that you're looking at the fall, right, or the zombie corpse? Which one were you
Zombie
making
corpse.
the decision? Yeah, then it'd be 4 if you fail.
Has anybody lost 10%?
It says the scary voice in the dark.
It's a
Yeah,
bit-
right.
So
All right, so what do you do, Luca, at the hole?
Pull out my cell phone or my flashlight or whatever I have and start trying to
Okay.
shine it in.
Okay, I picture the cameras like there as it like zooms in on Luca, and he's got his cell phone out and it's slowly like coming out over the hole, and he's trying to build the courage to look.
Oh yeah, you can tell just by the reflected light for the cigarette that it's just
Yeah.
shaking like constantly.
Yeah, and so he's looking, and as you lean forward in the hole, there are some bones in there, and there what looks like a very, very old, like doll it's been like it's old, but it's like wrapped, like there's some like cloth near it and so forth.
Well,
How deep?
Well, it's maybe 10 or 12 inches in.
I am going to regret this.
like, does anyone see him doing this?
Well, I mean, you guys are at the zombie corpse,
Yeah.
the Nazi corpse. You do not see it.
Hello.
Father Brighton's still at the door. What did you do when you heard Zianda screaming?
Well, is there any sign of this fire going out? Like, is the box
No.
actually burning up?
It doesn't look like it's burning at all.
So, internally, Father Brighton thinks to himself, it's like the devil will try to pull you away, to ruin your focus. And my poor companions who are not as brave as I am, they allowed themselves to get pulled away and distracted from the real threat, which is this box. So I believe that by staying here and remaining stalwart, that I will be able to solve this threat. So
From the doorway, or you move in?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move in. I'm gonna hold my breath. And I'm gonna be like, it's like return back to hell, you foul thing.
Okay.
And it's like, and take your curse with you, take your blight with you.
So how close to this thing are you getting?
As close as I can physically bear it.
Okay.
Where it's gonna be like, without like fucking burning my hands off or something.
So the camera shows Father Brighton just like screaming at this thing, yelling, or praying as he moves forward, coughing.
The power of Christ compels you.
Maybe he's coughing his soot on his face, and he's moving forward with maybe his crucifix in his hand. And as you get closer to the box, give me a dexterity check.
All right.
Oh,
you foul creature.
Did it
In
go
the
through?
name of God.
No, I
can
didn't
tell
see
you.
it. I just see sanity from Zianda. Oh, there it is.
Okay. So yeah, so as you move closer to it, you're like yelling and so forth, and you're putting your crucifix up against it, and you don't realize that your robes, because you're wearing your full vestments, and your robes have moved close enough to the fire that they have ignited. And very quickly, the fire starts to move up your robes as you're on fire.
Well,
So
I'm going to run outside and hopefully remember to stop, drop, and roll.
So I was going to say, Byron, we were generally, father and I were reasonably close together. I wouldn't have followed him all the way in, but if I see him kind of as I watch with the flames kind of, just billowing out of the door.
You see, well, the flames aren't billowing out the door.
Or the
They're
smoke,
very localized.
Okay.
The smoke is, it's going out the windows too. If you guys remember the picture of the place that had big windows right along the thing. So, the smoke is kind of going out there. And it's not like a bonfire. It's staying small, but it's small enough. It still was large enough that Father Brighton's close. Well, and actually it's brighter in there. Because the fire, you know what I mean? The fire is giving off that shadowy darkness and so forth. So Lasco, what would have been your reaction to like the zombie corpse or whatever? Like where were you?
So I was not right in there. You tell me, would I have seen this Nazi zombie thing grabbing my companion, moving around and all this?
Yeah, I mean, you probably witnessed that. You're probably, if you would be closer to the church and closer to Father Brighton, then
like I saw it through a window kind of thing.
Yeah, you saw it through kind of the window.
So first I should make a sand check.
Yeah.
Because everybody else had to. So I'll do that. No, super no.
That would have been 4. That was a 4-point loss.
All right.
And then now you see Father Brighton is on fire.
Oh my God! Ah!
Father, no!
Ah!
I think I've got to go in and help my friend. He's been trying to help me. I'm gonna try to stay low to avoid whatever smoke happens to be high, and I'm gonna just try to help him get his. He's wearing robes, you said?
Yeah, he's wearing priestly.
So I'm just gonna
vestments.
come and try to just like snatch that shit off of him.
Okay.
If you ever speak of this, I will kill you. I'm disrobing you now.
Give me a con check as you run into the flames or the fire.
Byron.
And grab a hold of him.
Oh, no.
So you're taking some smoke.
I've still got some. I'm going 17 luck.
Oh, you get 17 luck. Okay,
Yeah.
all right,
Oops,
all
sorry.
right.
God.
So you will be able to brave that, but you're going to take 1 point of fire damage, and Father Brighton is going to take 6 points of fire damage as the flames are erupting up his body.
For everything you need. What does a cat need?
Sorry.
So Luca reaches into the hole and pulls out the doll. Okay. What do you do afterwards?
Nothing's happened to me.
Nothing has happened to you at the moment.
I'm guessing this is like one of those old dolls that used real kid hair.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Super old.
Huh?
Yeah, super old like that. Mm-hmm. Be a good description.
What do you want me to do, Juliet?
Just give me an intelligence check.
Yeah, he's smarter than me.
Yeah, he's smarter than me.
All right.
Perfect. So all of the interactions with the ball have all been like a child playing.
Yeah.
So now you have another toy that could have possibly belonged to the child.
Mm-hmm.
So you think perhaps trying to give the doll to the child somehow? Taking it somewhere? The only evidence of the child that you've seen over all the times was in the church. Her footprints were on the chair. In the sketch that you guys found in the book, the chairs were up against that pillar inside the church, the same chair that was next to the altar. And again, you know what I mean? So here, the ball has only appeared at times where you feel like the child was playing.
I will step around to the opposite side of the altar and just sit down like crisscross, Indian style, and just kind of hold it out. And like, do you want?
Okay, so you sit there and you're kind of talking.
Just keep talking.
Darkness.
Yep.
What is the Via, Zionda, and Jiong reacting to Laska's yelling and
Lucas completely disappears.
and Father Brighton is now screaming from inside the church. So he's running out, and so give me a strength check, Laska, to pull off Father Brighton's clothing, and Father Brighton give me a dexterity check to remain standing as Laska grabs a hold of your vestments and pulls.
He might want to go down.
No!
Your hands just don't work from all of the things. You're like,
Oh, that's too bad. I'm sorry you're going to die in the fire. It hurts.
The damn tiny hand syndrome.
So I couldn't really stop, drop, and roll or anything outside. I'm still inside.
I mean, you can make a run for it for sure. Yeah. So you make a bolt outside into the
stop, drop, and roll.
The darkness. So in the wet, sloppy ground, you're stop, dropping, and rolling. Give me another dexterity check to just kind of stop, drop, and roll. To kind of roll around well, I should say. Because you did take a substantial amount of fire damage. So a regular success. Fumble. You cannot. So you are rolling in the grass, and the fire is only getting worse. So how many hit points do you have?
I have, I think,
'Cause
12.
you took 6.
When he comes out, I'd like to go over and
I
try
have
to.
10.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you see a flaming priest come running out of the thing, and he's rolling around, but the flames are only getting worse.
Whip off the jean jacket, try to
Yeah.
beat out the
Yeah.
flames.
Yeah, I'd take
I'll
off.
help to
Yeah, we're
try
all
it.
just.
So Father
yeah.
Brighton, you're gonna take 2 more points of damage, okay, from that. All right, and then everyone who is attempting to put Father Brighton out with the things, I'm gonna need you to make me a dexterity check, okay? You need to get
Oh,
you
shit.
need to get 4 successes. A hard success will count as 2.
Hard success.
So Zianda gets 2 of the 4 that you need. Zofia fails. So Jiang and Lashka.
Oh shit!
So and Father Brighton bursted it. Go ahead. Say what you were gonna say, Lashka.
I was gonna just spin the luck. I mean, it's a lot, but I've got it.
Spend the luck.
Well,
So
you
here's
got-
what I
successes do we
here's,
need?
you only
here's
got
what
two
I
successes. You
here's
get
what
4.
I will allow. So you need
We needed
2
4.
successes.
We need 2.
You needed
I
4.
got
You
2.
had 2. So
Where-
you're talking about spending to a hard success. What's a hard success on dexterity for you?
Oh, dude, there's no way.
Oh my god!
It would
Do
be
you have
30.
enough
Yeah,
luck?
it'd be 30. Yeah. I don't.
I go
wow.
over and pee at him.
Push
So
one?
if you have enough luck, so here's what I will do. Okay, you needed 4 to put the fire out.
I can't get there.
Okay, can't get there. So if you spend a luck to get to 1 more success, you'll be 1 away. Okay, I will give Father Brighton 1 more dexterity check.
All right.
If he makes
yeah,
it,
that's
if
fine.
he makes it, the fire will go out. If he doesn't, then he will expend the rest of his breath trying to save
Right.
himself.
So I would need to spend 37 luck
Well,
to make a hard success.
Wait,
I
if you
rolled a
both spend enough
23
to
out
get-
of 50. If I get it down to
Spend
5,
anymore.
is that a
I'm
critical
not letting
success?
Zianda spend anymore.
Okay.
You spend enough. You're already.
I
at
haven't
hard
spent any.
success.
I haven't spent any.
No,
luck.
Dan
Well, you
hasn't
got
spent
2.
any.
I mean, you've got
Okay.
2. You know what I mean? I
Okay.
don't feel like that I don't feel like one person.
Oh, so
can
you're
make
not going to
that
go
happen.
any further than like the hard success. I
Yeah,
see
I'm
what
gonna
you're
let the
saying.
hard
Okay.
success stand to give you 2, but I'm not gonna let the luck spend on any more there. But I will let other characters spend luck to get 1.
So I'm
May I push
I'm
and
all
roll?
in. I'm all in.
You can push the roll. So if you push the roll and fail, most likely what will happen is you yourself will catch fire.
If
But
I
like
can't
I
risk my
said,
fake life, what can
I
I
will
do?
give-
I
will-
want to push
I
it.
will let Father Brighton roll also.
Yeah.
I'm going to push my. I'm going to.
Okay, so we're gonna get a push from Jiang. We're gonna get a push from Zofia,
and you got a
Yeah.
luck
Okay,
spend. You
and-
got a luck spend for me.
and
So
a
we're
luck
at 3
spend
successes.
from there. So we're at 3 successes. So if either of you guys make a success, you'll put Father Brighton out before he dies.
Okay.
And Father Brighton's gonna roll at the same
Here
time.
we go.
That way we
I'm
just.
not-
No.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
make
try to
it.
kick dirt on him too.
Okay, yeah, that's part of your push.
Now you're both on fire. You're both on fire. This
You're
is
both
amazing.
on fire.
What is going on? No,
Xiong and Sophia, you're gonna take 4 points of health damage, and Father Brighton, you need to make this dexterity roll.
I already
God
rolled it.
damn it! You're on fire.
I rolled it by.
And Father Brighton missed it.
I missed it by 9. Are you gonna let me spend luck? and
I'll let
like-
you spend the luck. Hell yeah, I will.
Spend that.
All right, so I barely I
Right.
managed to
So
weekly
you will
roll.
take 3 more points of damage, leaving you with 3 hit points. Or no, that leaves you with 2, right?
That leaves me at dead. At negative
No,
1.
you shouldn't be. You shouldn't
You
be.
said I took 6.
How
And you
many,
said
4?
I took 2 more. 2
You're gonna
more.
leave you. It's gonna leave you with 2 hit points, regardless of how many.
Oh, okay. That's what I wanted to clarify.
So you are a crispy father.
So I think it was like
are
we're-
burned the fuck up.
we just he rolls and just kind of gasps, and then we look, and they're both 2 more of our friends are just like whoosh, catching flame.
Yeah. So
Oh!
what is Luca doing as you hear like this
I actually want
total
to.
chaos going on?
No, I was
up
going to
front?
say I actually wanted to sort of retcon that because I wasn't thinking like you were
Sure.
talking about the
Go ahead. I'll let you change.
the places that I've seen it. So the only place that I really saw anything was at where the dam used to be when I was walking across, and she.
That's true. You did.
So
Oh.
that's instead of sitting there before he comes running out and screaming. I went down to the river in the darkness.
Okay, heard.
And then so that's where I sat down, like where the bridge used to be, or where the dam used to be. So that's what I did. So they're all then I hear that, but now
So give me a power.
try
check.
not to shit myself.
Yeah, you hear all that going on. Give me a power check. You feel like you could make it across with a doll in your hand.
All right, like Jesus on water.
So you can feel the water, like you put your pants back on, but they're still wet.
They're on. We put them on before I got out of the swamp.
Yeah, you put them on before you got out of the swamp. So yeah, you put your pants on. So you managed to make your way across the area where the rock bridge was, where it fell. Somehow you just feel like you just pushed through, like somebody helped you across. What do you do when you get to the other side?
Sprint to the altar.
Okay, you run up to the altar.
Where the chair was.
Yeah, we'll zip back. So you run into the church, your boots covered in mud.
Oh, I'm
and
soaked.
so forth. You're soaked. You're somewhere between like, do I need another cigarette? No, I smoke too much. I don't know. I need some cognac right now. And you can see there's still that chair at the altar, and you see that column in the picture, and you notice that one of the statues is missing. And there's 6 statues there. They all look like kids. One of them is missing. And you remember in the picture, the chairs were up against the statue. And you think about it now, and you're like, that's so they can crawl up and down from the column. What do you do?
Roll for sand.
Roll for sanity as you think that. Roll for sanity as you think that. Luca's like,
Yes.
whatever. Nah, sure.
I saw dead people.
So what do you do?
One missing. I'm gonna quick look around to see if I can find one that's not like the other statues that were on the walls. Those are like saints and
yeah, but these ones look like kids.
Stuff like that. These look like kids. So I did not think to look at any of them real closely. So I'm going to scan those real quick to see if there's one of a kid.
All right, it's going to take you a couple of minutes to look around at them. Okay.
Yeah. Do you want
so
to
we'll go back to
anything like that?
give me a spy hidden, and we're going to go back to the other group for a second.
Go for it.
Okay. So Father Brighton got it. None of the statues look like the other ones. Look like the ones that are on the column. But remember when you saw the girl, the statues look a lot like her. And we're going to go back to Father Brighton and the group over there. So you guys have managed to put the fire out.
No, they're on fire.
They're on fire. That's true. Yeah, both of you guys need to do. What are you going to do about Jiang and Zofia being on fire? Yep, Zianda, go ahead.
I was gonna see if I could put someone else out.
Yeah,
if the
same.
father's out.
Yeah. So what are you doing? Like hitting them with a blanket or with?
with my jacket.
Probably my jean jacket.
Your
I've been using on
jacket.
father.
Your vest. Lashka's probably using his really bright vest.
Yep.
So I guess I'll start with Sophia. Should I make a dexterity check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn it.
Because I'm trying to do a stop, drop, and roll also. So
Got a hard success.
So Zianda is not making it there. So you have managed to light your jacket on fire, Zianda. And Lashka, with a hard success, has put out whoever you were dealing with.
I guess it would be Jean, right?
Flexed and the shirt ripped off.
All right, so
Put me out. Bless you.
yeah,
Quickly, we must help.
Zhang's out.
I would draw Zhang's attention to Zofia so we can all just gang up and put her out. Like, just kind of like.
Yep. Zofia, are you trying to stop, drop, and roll? Or are you
I am trying to stop, drop, and roll.
Okay, good. Make a dexterity check.
Yes.
All right. So you need one more success from the group to put you out. That's good enough. So Zhang puts you out with his burnt jacket.
Yes. My adrenaline is so high.
Quench those flames. Yes.
You guys check Father Brighton. He is alive, but he is crispy critter.
Can I do a first aid?
Yeah. First aid will give him D3 back. Because you don't really have a lot in your first aid kit for like somebody that's been caught on fire.
Can we do like a help action or something like that?
I'm definitely gonna spend. If I spend down to a hard, can I do a little bit better?
Yeah, I'll give you D6 with a hard spin.
Can I make a luck roll to see if I can find some petroleum products in my purse?
You know what?
I had stuff in my
That's been very story oriented with Zionda digging in her purse. So I'm gonna let you do it, Dan.
All right.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
So I'm gonna roll 1d6.
Yeah, 1d6 to see what Father Brighton gets back. 4.
Nice.
That's pretty good. I'm sure he appreciates every one of those points.
I'm like, I'm so sorry, everyone. I fear I may have misguided you all.
Shh. This is not the time. We will get out of this. Just be still. You are hurt badly.
Hard success.
Can I roll first aid for myself as well?
Sanity roll.
You cannot roll first aid for yourself.
You look like tandoori chicken.
You look like tandoori chicken.
Can I try to do first aid on Joan?
Yes.
I guess I'll ask you. I have a 30. Do you want me to do first aid?
That's what I have.
You want me to do first aid?
All right.
I have ointment.
Oh, shiz. Because I failed.
Like,
I don't know if that's like,
Beyond I will take
it
some
only on a fumble does it do any more damage.
Okay.
Thank you.
I hand follow the ointment.
Don't hand it to me. Just apply it, please.
All right. I carefully apply the ointment.
My hands are burned.
But Lakshmi's not going to use his hand. I'm just kidding.
And I'm sorry, but I got to pee one more time.
All right.
Let's take a quick break.
Yeah.
We are in so much trouble here.
Oh my God.
You think?
Yeah.
You guys are doing great.
We were just on fire, so I think we're doing better.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's going great.
This has been a hell of a half hour, you guys.
Holy
Yeah.
Should we be taking that music box up to the tower?
Father.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I don't know.
What were you thinking?
The fire in the tower is burning so strongly, or at least it was.
The music box up there.
I wonder if it would.
We can't get up there.
I have.
We
this
got
whole
up there
thing.
before. Well,
It's over. It's on the other side of the river.
Yeah.
Where's Lucas?
We don't know.
He's
gone.
What's hilarious is we have all the answers to this puzzle are probably right in front of us. I don't think any of us have any idea what to actually do. I mean,
where did the grandfather throw himself out of the window? Was it at the church? Like, where was that second story window?
I don't know.
I don't think the one that you guys are in right now has a second story. It's like it's like you're in like a rectory or like a monastery.
Like, did he throw himself out of the church?
It would have to be
the other church.
Yeah.
The one I'm in. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Because I'm wondering if that's what he did after his daughter died or the granddaughter died.
We're gonna roll back. We're gonna roll back over to Luca. You're looking at the statues. None of them seem to match that. And you think to yourself, she used the chair.
Yep. I was gonna say I'll grab the chair that we saw the footprints on.
Okay.
Now that I'm thinking, oh my God, she was trying to like climb up, like putting it together, and I will grab it and I will I'll pick up. I mean, I have a feeling it's probably not that heavy, but I'll pick it up and carry it over, and then I'll set the doll in that alcove.
Okay.
And be like, "Oh, Miss I'm so sorry. They must have left you out. You can't get home." And then I'll just kind of, after I set it there, I'll just kind of back up, and I'll just sit down.
Okay. You're sitting on, are you sitting at one of the pews?
Yeah.
So you're sitting on one of the pews. Are you
And I'll
where are you looking?
I'll look at the chair, but I'll be actually going through like the rosary.
Okay, yeah. So you're going through the rosary and you're looking at the chair, and you hear some laughter, and you see the ball kind of roll down between the pews from up at the altar towards the thing, and it bounces off your foot, and you're just still praying, and you see 2 footprints in the chair as you're looking at it. And then you close your eyes to pray, and when you open your eyes, there's a statue in the hole where there wasn't. And you feel hope.
The ball's still there. He'll pick it up.
The ball's still there. You pick it up?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it feels good in your hand. It's almost like it's solid.
It's like baseball sized.
Yeah, like baseball, softball size.
Yeah. He'll take the pack of cigarettes out of his front pocket, set them down, and then put the ball in his front pocket, and then just go on praying for a while.
Okay. Yeah, you keep on praying. So the rest of you.
Eventually, I will go get the vehicle and drive it down towards where the.
Well, if you drive it down, you can drive around the hill.
Well, yeah, drive around the side.
Yeah,
and have
like
headlights pointing down.
Yeah. So you guys are out there. Your rental. So you guys are out there, and you're deal with Father Brighton and getting him medical attention and Jiang and stuff like that. And you glance up, Father Brighton. You feel like this hope wash over you.
Even now, everyone, God's still with us.
And you look up, and the fire is out at the tower.
I think we did something. Our sacrifice was not completely in vain.
Trying to get him to focus on something. Just keep saying your prayers. We have to get you out of here somehow.
And
you may be right.
The camera kind of pans back as you guys are all around Father Brighton, and you're like, thinking about getting out of here and so that, and then like almost like a light from heaven coming down from the church, you see the LED headlights of the SUV come into your area.
And the light of God is here.
And you can see Luca in the driver's seat of the SUV on the other side. Shining the headlights across.
It's Father.
Looking for a ladder.
Does your God
to trip it across the river.
Does your God drive a Forerunner?
It's like he works in mysterious ways.
Yes.
Super
like it's like Lucas was managed to find a way across. It could only be through God's intervention that he was able to get us out.
And I picture like the water has calmed down. The rapids are no longer as much. The camera kind of pans as you guys are getting Father Brighton across the river, and you guys all get over to the other side. As you see, I picture like the door of the SUV open, Luca kind of stand there with a cigarette.
he's like, ho ho ho.
And that's where we're gonna end. That's it.
Yeah.
I think before like the credits roll for a little while, and then it smashes to the paperwork for this place with a big red like denied.
Yeah, but then
right.
I think Lucas would actually probably work on getting funding for himself to do it, to try to, because he knows that those kids are still in.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
and so that's where we're gonna end. You guys did awesome.
I have so many plot questions for you, Byron.
Yeah.
Like,
Sure, don't worry, I have plot questions myself.
oh, okay.
I got a lot of them. Don't worry.
I really want to kind of put this together because, like, I thought I had it.
Because Byron's going to run this again, there'll be other people out there that see it. Do you want to keep streaming through these questions?
Yeah,
we'll do it off camera.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll
Hey, thanks for watching, and thanks for watching us on YouTube. This is part 2, so if you haven't seen part 2 and you got this far, man, are you ever confused? But this has been Sinister Scenes, taking over MythBrigade for a playtest of something that Tyler and Byron have put together. And look for many more modules to come. Look for it on Miskatonic Repository, maybe even within the next couple of months. But it's going to be something pretty cool. And thanks a lot. We're out.